Okay.
Wow, I am
I
a little
think
shaken.
I think it's live.
We think we're
Here in just a second.
good to go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're live.
Wow, I am
Good. Hello and welcome back
a little shaken.
to our adventure to the Stolen Lands.
Here in just a second.
Last time on Stolen Land TV, our party made their way through the rest of
Yeah, we're live.
Lady Jamanti's manor, thwarting the ne'er-do-wells who dare assaulted it and aiding her and saving many, but not all. Stolen Land TV. They were part. Excuse me. Jesus Christ.
Our
They were
DM is
preparing
dying.
to head out to the Oleg's trading post. And that's where we'll start off. If we can get introductions again, we'll start with Calypso.
Hi, I'm Calypso. I am playing Alara. She's a human ranger with her animal companions, the Vala the cat. Egon, you're
Egon.
next.
All right,
Hi,
I'm
Calypso.
Egon. I'm playing Kaching, a goblin exemplar armed with his mighty fishing pole.
Moving on down, Grease Lightning.
What up, guys? My name is Greased Lightning. I am currently playing Daskalos, a centaur cleric of Aristil.
Phoenix, if you could.
Hail and well met. This is Phoenix Lord. I'm playing Veter, a human fighter who is still in the process of trying to figure out his place in the world here.
And last but not least, Sniper.
Hi everyone, I'm Sniper, playing Zephyros, a human psychic who very much knows his place in the world, and is looking forward to take what he thinks is his.
Okay. I believe there was discussion of trying to buy a cart. Have we decided whether we're doing that or not?
I didn't know if the group wanted to chip in for.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
all
chip
for
in
it.
some money for a cart.
Okay.
So
I'm all for it. If I'm holding it, I'm not paying for it.
I'll chip in some since we already have a mule.
He who pulls shall not pay.
No, we're not making you pull. We'll actually buy a horse. But you stay away from my horse.
We're gonna need it.
But I have to ride a horse.
We're gonna need it for all the dead bodies that Daskalos heals.
Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna create a waiver. I swear to God. Yeah. You're bleeding out of 14 different holes, but can you just sign this real quick?
You can sign in blood. It's okay. Asmodeus and the others won't mind. They'll accept it in blood.
Yeah.
Just place the splat right there. That's all you need.
Nod if you want me to save you.
Okay, so let's see, Pathfinder.
I know your neck was broken, but you have to nod for me to save you.
A thumbs up will suffice in an emergency.
So figure a gold piece apiece should get us a horse and the cart.
Horse and buggy?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't. That's fine.
And that way also it doesn't put the burden, so to speak, on you, Darskalos, to carry, like Lindsay around, for example.
Oh, I was totally okay with that. That's actually one of the reasons I wanted to kind of become a centaur.
What, to carry Lindsay around?
Kinda. I mean, I figured it would be kind of cool to have that option.
Okay.
There's benefits to being a large creature. There's drawbacks, but there's also benefits to being large.
Just wait till we get to the adventure part where all it is ladders.
Looking forward to it.
or like the gnome
they had,
mines.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's an item in 2E, but I've been thinking about that. There's an item in 1E that would have just completely made it a non-issue. It was called a rope of climbing, and it was like, I don't know, 1,300 gold or something like that, or like 700 gold. It was relatively cheap for a magic item, and the idea was it's a rope. It's like 100 feet of rope that you just hold. You say the magic word, and then it snakes all the way up the top. It ties itself, and then it just pulls you up like a grapple.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have that.
The
So
The new,
Zephyros just looks at you guys and he says, "No, let me show you this." And he pulls out his folding ladder. It's like, "Yeah, I've got a 10-foot ladder right here."
Well, it's not necessarily the absence of the ladder that causes us issues.
it's where he puts the other 4 legs once he's climbing. If not, they're dangling as he's pulling himself up.
I lift, but come on.
You know, now that I look at it, there's this warning label side that says Centaur's not recommended.
Yes. Not suitable for all body types.
One size fits most. But I posted that item in the chat. General chat.
So it is still a thing. Oh, it's a level 3 item though.
Yeah, so we got a little while to go.
No,
Typically,
ladder.
you can get one item above your levels. From what I've seen, that's up to the DM, GM, of course.
Oh my god, it's only once per day? All right, we're gonna have to start getting real creative here. This
It lasts for a minute for that day, for that once per day, so it can scale some pretty significant area.
Okay. This was my answer to. I mean, unless there's.
And there's
level.
There's more versions out there. So there's one that makes it once per hour, and there's one that makes it unlimited. So it's all depends on what you're going for. What you get at the time. So.
Well, I'm kind of figuring by like level 3 or 4, I should have access to some sort of spell that like either gives me. I know that flight spells are pretty much only an arcane thing.
It would be a lot higher level, but you could get Azuma's Awakening and get that spell. Or you could always go with an archetype.
No, I'm definitely gonna go into some sort of arcane caster archetype. Unsure what that's gonna look like.
Okay.
Generally, Witch is recommended as a good arcane caster if you want to go that route. I think Witch gives you arcane at least, or occult, one of the two.
What was occult?
I want to say that you pick your familiar, and that's what the Witch kind of bases its spells off of.
I believe that maybe. And I think the inscribed one would be the one for arcane.
But anywho,
Okay, so I come back and meet the group wherever we said we would meet in the when we were heading out with the horse and the wagon hitched to it. And I kind of look sheepishly at the group. I can guide it somewhat, but I'm not the best to direct the animal as to where it needs to go.
Nor I, my friend. Nor I.
I can lead it? Is that an option?
It's kind of people.
Well,
Bold assumption. Mom?
Hi, I'm a goblin. We're not really good at survival-based skills.
So, Alara,
I can't
Lara
drive
gets
it. I can lead
annoyed at the boys like bickering amongst themselves, and then she just goes to the horse in front of the cart and grabs the reins and starts leading the horse forward.
Whoa,
The horse,
whoa! Consent.
horse is supposed to go before the cart. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's putting the cart before the horse. Come on.
I specifically said the cart in front of the horse. The horse in front of the cart.
It's extremely rude to just approach a horse and grab it and start pulling.
I know my way around animals.
Oh, is that what they call it nowadays?
Animals. More
Animals.
civil
Yeah.
than you can be.
Grab the horse and start pulling.
Mhm.
All right.
But yes, if need to, we can use, if we're trained in nature, we can use nature to also lead the horse.
Yes, I'm trained in nature.
Kind of figured as much. So I wasn't trying to put the burden on you.
No, that's okay. You boys can fight amongst yourselves.
Okay,
Some
yeah,
of us actually want to start the adventure.
you've been voluntold.
Don't
I was
volunteer me
thinking of putting some of my more natural skills to use during exploration and kind of scouting out ahead. I figured it's a little easier to scout as a single person than follow behind the cart.
Okay.
That's fine. Just remember that you're on your own until we catch up to you. So
Yeah, no, I would never stray more than like
It'd be fine.
100 feet from the cart.
okay.
But I figured at least this way, if there is something, I can send a message back, or I can always kind of constantly be in touch with message.
Just listen to
What
screen.
is the distance and message? What's
Yeah, I can cast a message and check in on you.
I have it prepared today because we're gonna be needing it.
Okay, my message can go 100.
Perfect.
So,
Then it should be the same for mine too.
psychic gets double. I think 60 is right.
Oh shit.
It sounds about right.
Oh, mine says 120 on the sheet.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, I think at 4th level or something, psychic gets 500 feet.
That's insane. No, me too. Heightened at 3rd level, spells range increases to 500.
Huh. Then the only thing they get is from the amp is the ability to let them stride or strike.
Stride or strike, and I don't need line of sight.
True.
That tracks. I don't need.
I'm double checking it. Yeah, 100. Okay, 120 bending around walls and obstacles. I don't need straight line of sight. Okay, so if you get out of sight, I can still message you. Like, where'd you go? Slow down.
Yeah, because the only thing it mentions here is the target can give a brief response if they can see you.
No. Okay. Yeah, I think that's regular.
Cool. This works.
The cart's available. I shucked my backpack and some of the other stuff that I have, and did everybody?
Whatever I was kind of pack muling around, I would put it. Oh, I guess we sold all that stuff, right?
Well, that's been sold, divvied up. Yeah, so that's what I was going to ask, just to the group in general. Has everybody, bought whatever they were trying to buy gear-wise? Talismans, potions, whatever the case might be, before we leave. I look at Egon. Egon, did you turn the iron off?
I don't know. Was I supposed to do that? Oh my gosh. Why was there smoke?
You kids don't knock it off. I'm turning this card around. So, okay, got that out of my system. So, okay, just making sure. So,
Don't make me come back there. You know I will.
So head on out.
As we set off on our journey, the roads here are patrolled pretty well. This is the northern border where Rostov and this continent of Rostov is. As you pass through a little city called Nivtax Crossing, the people here are somewhat suspicious, but always open for trade. And they market themselves. You see a familiar face, Megan Varn. Get a picture for you to get the representation.
He's the one going to start the settlement of Varnhold.
He's the one that's while you got to continue to the west, he's going to the south to start a settlement. Yeah.
Okay.
He greets you all with a smile. And kind of waves.
Yeah, wave back.
Are we
Wish him the best of luck. The luck of the gods.
meeting him at a crossroads, or are we do we happen to be traveling in the same direction for a little while?
We're
You're
passing
meeting
through
him here. Yeah.
one of the
Okay.
small towns or large or small cities. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
So,
He's just
Yeah,
he's gathering supplies and he's about to continue on his way.
I'll give him a little fist over the heart salute and a head nod.
Nod as well.
Kind of the traditional greeting.
If that's all for here, let me just mark it as this. There. Okay. Go.
Yeah, I'll state that I'm about 50 feet ahead of the cart and just kind of constantly keeping an eye out for anything.
It's been a pretty solid day's travel here. It would be probably wise to set up camp, but you don't have to. Or would you rather stay inside the city before you move out? It was getting late.
Yeah,
It was getting late when we arrived to the city.
It was about 6-ish.
I would rather not
yeah,
travel in the cover of darkness unless we have to.
coin spent to find a place to stable the horse and us the rest. But what does the group wish to do? Do we wish to stop?
Stable the horse, huh? I have a name.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we
That's
can
your-
stop.
Yeah,
That's your
I'm
name is
good.
Buttercup, and I don't like you that much.
Buy me a drink
That's
first.
easy enough. So we'll stop in the city.
Yeah, let's stop in the city.
Well, hello there, sailor. Sure. So
Yeah, hello, sailor.
So to stable everything and buy the inn, and if you want to buy something like food and stuff, it'd be 5 silver. Just a piece.
What would
Wait, did you
cask
just
of
say a
ale-
sailor? Are we going up
Silver.
against seamen?
Mhm.
What would a casket of ale cost?
Casket. That's a question.
This is a road
I had
trip?
something pulled up for.
This is a road trip.
This is a road trip. Okay, let me see if I could find what a casket of ale would cost out of curiosity. So so reduce that silver cost down to like 2 silver. For a keg of ale, it'd be 2 silver pieces.
So are we going to have a kegger?
Just
yeah,
one?
that's what we did. Who let the centaur ride drunk?
Technically, I'm not driving.
I'm just the engine, not the driving.
Lars over there just rolling her eyes.
Kind of with Laura.
Rolling your eyes too?
Yeah, I'm talking to Laura and I'm saying, I don't know if they're gonna survive this trip.
This is why I prefer animals. They're more civilized, more refined.
Yep, just one kill. Anything else you want to do over here? Or?
I'm
I
sorry.
pay
Did
my
we,
I paid the 2 silver for myself and also get the horse stable.
so I missed that. How much was the casket?
Caskets are it's a keg. They have
Keg.
they have.
Is it
2
actually called a
silver
keg?
pieces.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I would like 2 of those.
Okay. Are you gonna? I'm assuming you put it on the cart, but I'm gonna ask to
Yeah.
make sure. Okay.
No, he's going to hang them to either side and have a giant straw coming out.
You could, but they're kind of bulky. But yeah, you 100% could.
I'm gonna I'd like to buy 2 of those and an extra large water skin.
That's so you don't stop.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna be pretty far away from the cart for a good while, and it's gonna be hot and heavy work. So I'm gonna need some hydration. Did they sell? Yeah, I mean Pathfinder has like dice and cards and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's quite a few
Harrow
different games.
Can
Yeah,
I
the
get my hands
Harrow.
on some of those? We can play some drinking games when we have downtime. Play Ring of Fire and stuff. Beer pong.
I mean, if you had a Harrow deck, we could play a game of 52 card pickup.
Oh, my least favorite. You mean 53, right? Because you're the extra joker.
So,
No, you're not going to be picking me up. Not until you buy me dinner, at least.
You know, Zephyros is looking at Daskalos, and he says, Daskalos, can you even touch your hooves?
Absolutely. And then he takes out his bow, and he uses his bow to touch the tip of his hoof.
See.
You need to be more specific.
Well, what about the back hooves?
Give me a
Gonna be
moment.
kind of a stretch, but I'm sure it's possible.
I kind of take a few steps back, and I plop down on my rump, and then I touch it with my bow.
You know, they don't ever really teach that about centaurs in school.
Yes, we are very good problem solvers.
Keep that in mind.
You must think creatively, my boy.
Can you get back up, or do you...
Please help me.
I'm gonna have to go with nay on that one.
No, I'm going to be here for a little bit. I'll be back later.
Zephyros will give Daskalos a hand.
Oh, much appreciated, lad. We often at times act before thinking. It's the hindsight that we're really good at. Get it? Hindsight?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah, I figured you were just having a rump roast.
All right, just for kind of experiment purposes, I think I have the shop set up, or just a kind of a basic general shop, and I put the cards and stuff. It should be on the player or the actors tab. You should be able to see its name shop. Looks like a treasure chest.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's so dope, dude.
You
That's
should have an
so
option to buy it if you don't mind trying, and I'll give you the gold back and whatever.
So I can click on them.
I can click on them and get a description.
So if you click on playing cards, for example, and drag it to your character sheet, it'll pop up and say, "Does in this case Veter want to purchase this item?"
Yep.
Oh, dope.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's pretty.
That's cool.
I'll probably end up making various shops here and there, but it's still on the to-do list.
This
Okay.
is so cool, dude.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. We have a nice inn. Varn also joined you. Are you
And then
all
I
excited for your travel?
I pay for a round for him.
I appreciate it, my friend.
Wow, you get around.
Clever.
I'm more of a square.
Mm.
Oh, octagonal, actually. I see things from different angles.
So how far do you have to travel?
Not too far. Just maybe a day and a half's worth of travel. Just
So,
to the base of the mountain, or just south of the Cavoy Bridge.
okay.
Oh,
Carson, is each square or each hex about what, 5 miles?
It's 12 miles per hex, I believe is how it's set up, and it takes about 4 hours travel to get through them.
at a brisk pace.
Okay.
Yes, you must practice your proper form. Each step must propel you at a certain strength, and you will maintain consistency.
I'll make sure my horse knows.
I'm an expert on these things, as you can probably imagine. It's
I
hard
can.
to it's hard to think so, you know.
Well, I look forward to visiting you once you get your establishment up and running. Once you get your community up and running.
I look forward to
Oh, that's
as
right.
much
We're going to
wealth
be neighbors.
that we are. I'll be setting
Oh.
up the merchants.
Well, don't mind the noise. You know, I promise it'll only go a certain it won't go past a certain time of night.
Okay.
Oh, the holidays are going to
Good
be
luck
fun.
and good fortune on your travels, and may the gold flow freely.
May honor and fortune find you as well, sir.
He'll take a drink and head to his room.
I offer him one more for later, for keeps.
Smiles, winks, and takes it.
Making friends.
Kachung's probably going to retire early and spend some time in prayer before passing out.
Yeah,
I remain down there at the table, just listening to if there's a minstrel or whatnot playing, just taking in, the people that are coming and going, just experiencing life, if you will.
And life they are experiencing well. Not much going on. It's kind of a small town that they're all settling in. Besides the people in the inn, there's maybe 1 or 2 bards playing various music.
Do we have some time to kill before it gets like kind of crazy late? What time? Like what time about would it be?
It'd be about 9 o'clock or 9, almost 10.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna retire early, so that I can wake up early. Yeah, I'm gonna retire early for the night.
How early are we waking up?
What time is the party usually gonna be up? What time are we setting our alarms for?
I'm
Dawn?
probably going to wake up at the loudest time of the day.
Well,
The
I mean,
crack of dawn, the break of day.
Yeah. How far is
yeah.
our journey?
Dawn.
Yeah, I think we'd
We
get up pretty
have-
early. We have a lot of traveling to do.
I don't know, Lightning. You better be careful. I heard Dawn is tough on grease.
Ajax is stronger than all of us. Is there an infirmary in this town? Or is
probably
there like
church.
a place where a lot of the less fortunate would be sort of hanging out?
I would say the church. There'd be someone passing food and taking care of the ill, and
I'd like to wake up whatever time that Daskalos thinks the party's going to be up. He'd like to get up an hour earlier. Well, I guess 2 hours because I have to spend an hour doing preparations. So 2 hours earlier so I can do my preparations and then spend an hour kind of doing some community service.
Oh, easy enough to passing out soup to the less
Would
fortunate.
that
of
actually
course.
count? Do clerics have to spend the hour in silent isolation, or like because community service is a massive part of Aristotle's worship? Could that potentially be a part of my preparations and prayers?
I would say so.
I
See
mean,
why not?
I can see you praying as you're serving people and
Mhm.
such.
That's the hope. The hope is like offer assistance, guidance, therapy, little physical healing, and then like prayers and words of wisdom if necessary.
And you can also do it during the day. You don't necessarily have to do it only in the morning, although it would probably help out.
Well, I'm supposed to, or I don't think I can actually prepare my spells.
Ah, okay. So this is something specific to Erastel's faith.
Or it's specific to clerics, but the question becomes, does every cleric, because the rules on this are kind of iffy. It's the rules just state you have to set aside a certain amount of time during the day to like revere your god in order to be able to do your preparations and stuff.
Comes
I
down to a
think
rule of fun for me. So if you think it fits with what your god, then I don't see why not.
yeah, I mean, I can see this as more of like a RP aspect, but some deities have particular times of the day when they prefer to be prayed to.
Oh, that's true too.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
you have to take a look into if you have access to the divine magic, or you can look online. That's probably
The gods and magic. Yeah.
cool.
no. Well, the remastered book is out, so
New one.
Oh, okay. Didn't realize that.
Well, it meshes with his theme of work hard, play hard too. So I'm gonna do all my important oh my god, what's the word when you're doing a lot of stuff productive. I'm gonna do all my like important productivity stuff in the first half of the day, and then I can be borderline useless in the second half.
I would like to cook breakfast for the group, and yeah, I understand about being productive in the first part of the day. I was planning on doing some carpentry to create countertops, but that was kind of counterproductive.
We gotta log these jokes, man.
I know. I love waiting to hear your
Where are we
jokes.
going?
All right.
Hey, I'm a funny guy, but looks aren't everything.
So that's I'm gonna retire early and then wake up early and do my daily preparations by performing some public service.
Looks like
And
Sniper posted a link to your Airstall is your god? Airsteel?
Yes.
Yeah, I was
So
looking
that-
to see a founder that like didn't look like. That's the link in
No, it
case
says beat to the
anybody
web.
check out there still. Old Deadeye.
I sure did.
there should also be something on PF Wiki about this. That might give a little bit more flavor material, more the fluff.
yeah, I can just read you off the basic stuff. Edicts and Anthemia, stuff like that. There's no flavor with this, unfortunately.
Yeah,
That's
this
right.
is just the
I'm sure I'll find
mechanics.
something. There's the wiki's pretty cool. I've used the wiki before for different gods.
Okay. So preparations done. Breakfast being cooked. I'm assuming you're helping the staff in the inn cook the breakfast.
I mean, if that's what it takes, I just figured that the rest of the party would be gobbling the food pretty soon. So
100%. We're all well rested. And if anything else, any other preparations, anything else you want to do before we head out?
Lara's ready.
Yep, ready to go.
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Work with the lard to get the horse reattached to the cart. Tip the stable boy an extra copper for taking good care of her.
Takes it with a smile. Thank you, sir.
I guess we can say you don't give a dime.
And off we go.
Off we go. Yeah.
You just gotta keep following the road up to the north. And it's 9 p.m. right now. Does the party feel like pushing on through
So,
into Oleg's?
and forgive me, where are we on the map right now? The map went gray, so right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So about another day's travel, we should be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
This flag represents you.
I mean,
Okay. Sorry, I gotta zoom in.
I don't think we're in any sort of particular hurry.
Should we do some
I'm okay
exploration?
I don't see yet, only because of the fact that we're still in civilized. We're following the road.
Yeah.
Once we go off-roading, probably, I would agree.
Okay.
I'm
So
all right with setting up camp if everyone else is getting a little tired.
yeah,
Yeah, I think it's a good time to set up, and I'm gonna go ahead and prepare the dinner.
Miss Ilara, would you care to join me? See if we can't rustle up some provisions for the others.
Sure. Yeah,
Wonderful.
Alara and Savala will help you. Did you roll?
Food's not all that good, unfortunately.
That's all right. How do I do this? Character sheet. So, GM Carson, can Ilara and I attempt to, I guess, provide for the others?
100%. If you
Survival,
I'm still kind of
right?
new to this myself. So if you go to the party sheet, which do you remember to get to the party sheet? No, party.
The actors sheet.
Well, it's under actors, and then
It's under
the
actors.
party.
But it's just the party.
It says open sheet.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And if you go over
Exploration.
to exploration, and if you drag whatever action you want to do onto that,
Oh, cool. Okay.
it
All right.
should populate it. And once everybody has their actions, we can kind of roll, see how everybody did. All right, and if you just tell me what you do, we'll find a relative skill. And if you just want to set up the whatever, doesn't matter. You tell me.
why
Yeah,
is
we're
Dusclos
right,
injured?
Dusclos?
I don't think I actually clicked the rest button last
Rest
night.
up, my friend. Rest up.
Yeah.
Wait. We just got started on this adventure. We're already under arrest.
Ba-da-da.
Wait. How do I? Oh, it's two different tabs. That's why. Okay. All right. Let me rest. And then go to my actions. Right? No?
I know what I want to do. I'm just looking for the action that would best fit it.
Exploration.
Yeah, this should work.
Okay, I got mine out. I'm just gonna check around for magic. I want to make sure nothing's trying to sneak up on it.
Oh, hold on. I think I have to create each action.
Yeah, well, you can click browse, but there's a crap ton of exploration activities.
I didn't even see the browse option.
Yeah, it's under where it says actions for exploration, create action, and browse. Click on browse, and it'll pull up a list.
I think provide? No.
Hunt animals? Is that what you're trying to do? That's in there.
Yes, I think that's what it is.
It's saying ability items cannot be added to this actor under the party sheet.
Under the survival skill, it just says provide for the party, but I guess we'll call it hunt the animals.
That works. If that's how you're providing.
Well, hunting and gathering. So I kind of figured, while Ilara and, I'm sorry, what is Kitty's name?
Savala.
Savala.
Savala with an A.
Savala. Yep.
So I figured while Ilata and Savala are probably the dynamic duo for hunting, I could forage some veggies or some fruits or something, maybe some herbs to help with the cooking.
That's fine.
And aside from the cooking, during the normal travel, I'm going to be using my my sandals to. Give me one moment. I'll post it.
This is more of a tutorial or learning for me and you, because I've never actually got to use this before.
This is all brand new to me, and this is so cool, dude.
Yeah, I got to say, Foundry is a great system. I mostly used Roll20 in the past, but I am just continually impressed by what they do.
All right. I don't see anything that says like forage or. I'll just make it.
You probably
I
just
don't
make it
know- I don't
use
know
the
what kind of-
survival skill.
All right.
Okay, so it looks like once you click hunt the animals added to your sheet, you drag it onto the aftermath or the
Yep,
exploration.
that-
Sorry.
That's how I got that on there for Lara.
Wonderful,
I'm
wonderful.
trying to find an action that would.
Oh, okay.
If you just want to
that
like
would make
rename
it
hunt
go.
animals, I'm sure they both use survival.
Perfect.
Yes. Yep.
All right. Then that'll work.
Ability items cannot be added to this actor. I don't know what that means.
So add it to your character first. Drag the action over to the exploration.
I see.
And then
And-
once it's on your character sheet, then you can move it to the party.
Yeah, make sure to put it in Aftermath, not Exploration. For some reason, I can't put anything in Exploration, but Aftermath works just fine.
This one, let's make sure.
Okay.
I've got myself turned around, so I had I closed everything out and started over again. I had the party screen open. I went to the exploration tab, and I'm not able to find where I'm supposed to click to get the activities. to come.
Browse. Click on Browse beside Actions, just under Exploration.
It won't let me do it. Hold on. It should.
There we go.
Oh, I don't even know where did the forage option come from?
I just renamed the hunt. So the description when you roll it, it's still going to be the hunt stuff, but it's flavored. You're gathering. Fruits and
Awesome,
stuff.
dude. Thank you.
I'm trying to see what the issue was with y'all not being able to put it into exploration.
So from what I can tell, I didn't actually drag it. I didn't drag anything. I just clicked the little active button.
That's 100% it. I missed.
So I dragged it onto my character sheet, and then I clicked the active button, and it shows up under exploration.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So that's how it's done. Okay. Look at Sniper down here. He's already done it. Just letting us squabble amongst ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, he often can't, just shaking his head at the moment.
I feel like that's 90% of how he reacts to most of the stuff I do. Something to be said about the size of my body versus the size of my brain.
Was that everybody that wants to do something?
I believe Kaching.
Just for this one, at least, it's let's make sure everybody kind of understands how to add it and stuff as well. So, if you're not going to do anything, just throw something on there.
I was going to cook for the party. I'm just not sure what to call it for when we're camping.
I think it's a craft skill.
There's no craft. There's a repair, but that's about as close.
Something we'll definitely have to create then.
Well, because I'm a professional chef, I guess hustle would be a good term.
That could work too.
Just for this instance, for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. If that's your profession, is profession a skill in 2E? It wasn't 1E.
It's lore, but same idea, yeah.
Yeah, I have lore cooking.
We'll see if I can't go through the camping options and maybe add them myself later on.
A lot of these abilities are very specific, like search the laughing jungle,
I don't even know what that is.
repair Hunter Gate. Anyway, cool.
I just take a breather.
All right. So when you click your character sheet and you can click active on that exploration under your actions, and it should apply it to the party sheet.
Yeah, once the active button, once you click it and it goes red, it'll automatically transfer to the party sheet.
Yep,
There
yeah.
you go, take a breather.
Kaching, if you mind.
Oh, I'm sorry. I once I click what and goes red.
Figure it out.
I'm trying. Hit play or run and it's not working.
Let's see. If you're on your actions tab and you go to the exploration and next to hustle, you'll see active.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was on the aftermath tab.
Gotcha.
Then I guess but for cooking, what would that be? Would that be like
for now, just any of the skills.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll have to add it in later, or probably after this session. Yeah, so it'd be on your character sheets where you would add it and you click the active button on your character sheet.
Oh, okay. Click the active button. I got it.
Yeah. There
Got
it
it.
is.
Cool.
Then I should be able to clear chat so we can get this in here. Click this button. I'm just going to do 12. Chat 12. Generate. Easy. It's different. Okay, so that's. We'll figure it out later. I'll have to look some stuff on it because it didn't work like I thought it would. Interesting, but we will waste no more time. As the party rests through the night.
Do we want to take turns being on watch?
Yeah, I was going to ask who.
Yeah, I'll take first shift.
Well, I know, Kaching, you had mentioned before you had dark vision. Darkless, do you have anything like that?
I
Dark
do. I
vision.
have dark vision.
You have what?
I have dark vision.
Dark vision. So, human to begin with, human and you two guys in the middle.
Yeah, that works for me.
Works. Yeah, Savala has low light vision, so she can help me.
So take second watch. That'd be good.
Yes.
Alora?
Sure.
Okay.
This is how I know this is high fantasy because it says Kaching awakens well rested.
Yeah.
That just don't happen normally.
Zephyros, do you want first or last watch?
First.
First. Okay. Just jotting this down so I don't forget for later on. So we got Zephyros for first, Alara for second, Kaching for third, Daskalos for fourth, and Beater for fifth. I know Lindsay's there. She can do whatever she'd like to do. I'm not counting her as she's part of the group, but I'm not, relying
She has
upon her.
no general obligations.
Right. So
I mean, I would just, my character being who he is, would ask a favor of her that he join her, that she join him during his watch, so he's not alone and bored.
Oh, yeah, she'll definitely join you.
Yay.
Sorry, I sent in the other
We'll
maps and stuff.
swap stories and talk softly so we don't disrupt the others.
Many stories does she have? Quite the collection. Yeah, the night goes by no problem. You see a few guard patrols kind of up and down the roads, both from Rostov and Pitex.
Cool. I guess as we pass people on the road, I'll just be, super. I'll be courteous and polite and just kind of give a quick salute.
piss off, you wanker.
Yeah. Quit being a horse's ass.
This almost sounds like a bad 80s or 90s movie. Get these ice holes.
Oh my God! What is the Batman movie with
Yeah,
Mr.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the third one, I believe.
Ice
That-
to meet you. The Iceman cometh. That's my next
Pretty
character.
much.
Gonna be a big gigantic monk.
He's channeling the spirits right now.
Everybody chill.
Everybody cheer.
Pretty good impression.
That is the sound of your freezing impending doom. Oh, my dad was a huge Schwarzenegger fan growing up, so I learned very early on that's how you cracked him up. Every once in a while, I mean, we were younger, we were dumb kids. I'd walk into the kitchen, he'd be making a sandwich or something. I'd just grab him and be like, "Get down,
Get to the chopper. The bridge is out.
And we
get to the
arrived
chopper."
outside of what you believe to be Oleg's trading post. 10-foot high wooden palisade surrounds the trading post. Watch tower in each corner. You can vaguely make out what looks to be catapults atop each. It's like we'll call
I
them
was-
towers.
I was just gonna say my Vascalos is gonna look up and go, is that a catapult?
Apparently, they must have had a problem with cats in the town if they've got catapults all over.
I have questions.
Vala growls at Kaching for making a catapult joke.
What? That was perfect.
Is the gate open or closed?
The gate is
She
open.
growls more.
Okay. Hello within the fort.
Hello, who's there? Ah, greetings. Please come in. We have food and wares to trade. You're more than welcome. As you come in, you hear the sound of hammering on one of the nearby walls as another person is working on it. He looks over as you enter, waves, and continues doing some repairs on the building.
I'm gonna patiently wait for Ilada and Savala to enter. I'm getting used to being the last person inside.
Carson, do we have a piece to represent Lindsay and a piece to represent the horse and cart?
Well, we have the horse. We just need the cart.
I need the card. I don't think I have a card. Let's see.
If we don't, that's fine. I just didn't know if it was important. That that'll be the next thing where it's like, did anybody remember where we parked the horse? Just come back, find the
A
horse.
chariot, that works.
Well,
It
he
should
talks,
try.
so we can
I'm
always just
pretty
yell.
sure we have horses.
Yes,
also.
this one does. This one is quite the talkative horse.
This one. There's a horsey.
She's beautiful.
Oh, but you can't quite make out what I'm saying, but you can just see I have my eyes closed and my hand clasped around the hilt of my blade, and you can see I'm just muttering something over.
Poor horse, his rump got cut off.
It's the reverse centaur. It's the back half is human.
Just desperately trying to walk on two legs.
Having a terrible time.
God.
Please come in. Make yourselves at home. We have tables set up. If I can get food, we got some stew going. If you want, if you're interested. What
Much
brings you
appreciated.
That would be one.
to our trading post?
Well, I don't holler. I'll step back to where he is then, since he's talking to us, and get the horse
Maybe,
inside.
Here. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Svetlana, and that over there is my husband, Olaf. Oleg, sorry.
Let it go.
I was going to say, Olaf, does it look like a snowman?
That's
That's all right. Just let it go.
Let it go.
I'd like to unload the two kegs, which I assume are empty at this point, and kind of carry them over and ask, yeah, I don't mean to be forward, apologies, but would you happen to have ale? I'm a bit parched.
Of course we have ale. Please, come in, come in.
Wonderful.
Make yourselves home here. I'll be back in just a minute. To bring up to the tables and campfire.
I'm going to spend a minute in prayer to Kaching, thanking him for the safe travel.
You're thanking yourself?
Well, my deity is weakened, but he's still up there. I just named myself after him in his honor, similar to how a lot of Muslims name themselves Muhammad.
Oh, nice. You know what? I'm feeling pretty inspired by that show of faith. I plop the two empty kegs down onto the table, and I take out my dagger and I do my best to carve the holy symbol of Aristal into the tops.
You know, you won't get a return on your invest. You won't get your deposit back with that now.
Geez, our first
voided.
Our first town, and we're already working on graffiti.
I'm graffitiing my own property. Self-destructive vandalism.
That they
Oh, look,
trade avail.
Okay, so standing next to him, and Zephyros comes over. It's like we're here on behalf of Lady Aldori. She wishes us to see what we could do to lessen or end the bandits that are in the area, with the intent of opening up this area again for not only trade but settlement.
Bandits or
Yeah, we have. We've sent for aid. And lo and behold, here you are. It's a relief. Oleg, dear, they're here to help with the bandits. He'll come walking up.
We were literally standing right next to him, Carson.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking to the ladies.
He was so excited he went running
I'm
off.
confused. Get me out of here.
They're here to help!
Sorry, characters mixed up. So
Help is on the way, dear.
On the way, dearie.
Oh, so you're saying that? So you're saying not only it's a problem, but it's an acute problem?
It's
Have you
going
seen
on
some of these bandits? I would not call them acute.
Oh,
enormous
quit being
fatigue.
obtuse.
It's becoming more of a chronic condition. The bandits have been coming for several months now, demanding tribute.
How many is that by?
Well, usually about 4, maybe 5 on occasion.
They will.
They were at first, since we've just kind of been giving it what they've asked for. It's
A little better
Really?
equipped than what they started out.
they're well, a little bit easier going, and they don't seem to feel us as a threat, which is good for us.
Already up. It's hospitality. I think
least we
could
can do it.
offer you protection.
Oh, that'd be much
Whatever we
appreciated,
can
especially if
offer,
we were
we
sent.
would be happy to.
Gladly. Let's see. They've been coming for 3 months on the first of every month, which, lucky for you, is tomorrow.
Oh, you're saying they'll be here.
They'll be here tomorrow. They usually just take the trade goods and are like furs and various trade goods.
Say, well, timing is.
It
So we
is.
could surprise for our bandit. Start to make it. So
Yes, it looks like this was blessed by the gods already.
I agree. Who else do you get much other traffic here beside us showing up and the bandits?
Just
Who
a
else
few
comes by?
hunters
Okay.
and a little traffic from Bravoy, but not much. Well, not the wealthiest, but we are one of the only trade posts in this area. So
Okay.
well then, I'd like to take you protection and make it themselves. Those who would do harm to others know they won't be able to do so without consequence. I think it's our time to make a surprise for them tomorrow.
I agree. Carson, you said it's the first of the month tomorrow. What do we have a month or do we have a time of year that we're in right now?
you are currently. You know what? We're going to be in spring, and we are in Forest. I think that's how you say it. The 31st. 4,710 AR. You should be able to view it, the calendar and time and stuff, if you go to the, I think, the journal tab. Maybe. Yeah, under the journal, and it's a little tab. It's like a ribbon icon on the left-hand side of the screen. And you'll see one that says SC, which is Simple Calendar. You should just open it from there.
I don't see that. Maybe I'm missing the forest for the trees. I only see the beginner's guide and Kingmaker, and there's no calendar under those.
Yeah,
It
that was my
left
bad.
is
So
fine.
on the far left, not in the top tab on the right.
Okay.
Yeah. Click on journal notes and then there's an SC simple calendar spot that's there.
Okay.
I found it.
And I'll put events. It has like the keeps track of the lunar cycle as well, for if that's important to anybody.
Cool. Thank you.
And if you want to keep it up just to see what time of day it is, you can double click the just the name of it. It'll minimize it down to just a simple box. Or the header, what do we call them? Double click the header of the simple calendar.
Well then, I
Testing,
want to
testing.
look at the group and say, so what surprises might...
Ola, do they come within the encampment? It's within the outpost itself, or do they stay outside?
They come in, but we usually have everything ready for them.
As sorry, who was just asking what kind of surprises we want to prepare?
Zephyros.
Zephyros.
Was it Zephyros? As
So-
Zephyros says that, there's kind of a moment where Daskalos looks at Zephyros, and then he looks at the two empty, gigantic kegs, and he looks back at Zephyros, and he goes, "Well, as somebody who understands the importance of proper hospitality, I do believe that we should offer them at least 2 full kegs. And I look around for anything that I could use as like a flammable liquid. Is there any sort of like oil or grease or anything of that nature, like tar?
Well, look, hold before you go that
Oh,
far. While that is a good idea, we don't want to start a fire within the encampment. We don't want to burn the outpost down. My thought or suggestion would be to allow them to come in and not allow them to leave. 2 of us can hide up here by the gate and seal the gate behind them when they come in. The rest of the party could step out at that point in time to ensure that they are given the option to surrender. Everyone deserves a second chance. But should they
Right.
fail to take that, none of them walk out.
But I
So-
mean, even if it does spread, though, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
Oleg will
That's
say
close,
that he
kinda-
does
kinda
have
gets
a
a little
half full
bummed out.
barrel of lantern oil, if that helps.
Well, if I can't play with fire, can I at least play with one of the catapults?
Unfortunately, my friend, they are in quite a state of disrepair. It would take several days, if not weeks, to get them back in operational.
Can we play with the catapults? Hey, Savala, I got something for you.
She growls. She's gonna cut you in your sleep.
You said that there is
Yeah,
about a half a
literally.
barrel. There is about a half a barrel of lantern oil.
Yep.
I mean, if
Be
you
willing
really
to-
want to trap these guys, we could make like a little
Fire line?
fire moat, like a we put it over here somewhere, and we kind of lay it out across.
Yeah, somewhere just far enough that they get into it, but not close enough that it would ignite the palisade.
Correct. And then in this case, it would be a lot easier than trying to close the gate on them.
We could also attack them before they reach the gate.
Well, then they'd have more opportunity to flee and return with reinforcements. We want to
That
make
part is
sure to
true.
trap them here.
Chasing them down could be fun.
I can't post pictures and gifs, but there's a picture of, I don't know if you guys know who the Snuggie Bear is, but like there was a line of laundry detergents that one of the mascots was like a little puppet bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snuggles.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah.
picture of him like turned sideways, looking at somebody off camera, like hold on.
You can post it into Discord.
I can't post. I'm gonna post it to the Discord right now because it's like exactly what Ilara just said. It's perfect.
I would rather dictate the terms of combat here with inside to
Yeah,
keep them
I,
from getting up.
I agree.
We could use the fire pit, as you mentioned, covered with hay or something like that, or reeds, just so they
I,
don't steal.
I
But
think if we use the fire pit, we should not ignite it until they try to flee. If they give up and surrender, then that's so much the better.
I agree, and I'm trying to keep this less complicated so that we don't go too far
Yeah.
off course.
Okay, so we let them in. We scare them. If they get surrender, great. If they decide to run, we burn them.
Well,
Pretty
we set up a line so that
Well,
they know not to cross.
okay, we talk about scaring them, but like, what do we do with them? Let's say, okay, best case scenario, they surrender. Then what?
Then we leave them to to Oleg and his wife to take care of and maybe expand the outpost rather than pillaging and looting. They can start building up something of some value.
We just trust them.
Yes.
I mean, I think Oleg has enough experience with this to know that to know what to do.
Daskalos has trust issues.
To answer your question, Daskalos, from what and this is the way my father taught me, so I will do the same here. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone deserves a second chance. But notice the word that I said was second. There's no third. There's no fourth. He gave
Right.
everyone a fair shake when he was as hetman of our village.
Perhaps.
He
Once
ensured that each person had the opportunity to prove him or herself within his eyes. I intend to give these people, just like I gave the frost giant, the same opportunity, the chance to prove themselves. Should they fail, or should they go back on their word, and remember, our word is our bond. It is the only thing that we have that we link to everything else. The words that we say, the bonds that we give. So
The
we
Frost
should.
just kind of shakes his head and goes, grief. Let's just let Daskalos heal them.
Maybe they'll be undead.
Daskalos kind of grips his dagger a little tighter, and because I'm still over here kind of carving into the tops of the kegs, and I carve a little too deep, and it kind of like screeches a little, and I just say, I once shared those same beliefs, and well, unfortunately, it cost me everything. So I admire your optimism, but I struggle not to label it as naivete. I will acquiesce to whatever the party decides for now, but I would like it put on record that trust is not so easily earned.
No, you're right. Trust is something that is earned. It is not freely given. You are 100% correct in that assessment. But at some point in time, we have to make that gesture. And yes, will there be people that will betray our trust? Mine, yours, the groups. Of course,
The whole
there will
village
be.
is
So we have to. Someone somewhere has to make the first attempt. I'm willing to be that person.
I will support you in this endeavor, but I am personally unconvinced at the moment.
Looking around at the buildings, what do we have here inside beside the benches and the tables that are outside?
We have a stable over here.
Okay.
Oh, thank
We
God.
have kind of a guest house / inn-ish area in this building. A kind of generalized storage for like bulk goods and trade goods, and the main like trade hub / home of Oleg. What is her name again? Svetlana.
Svetlana.
Lana. Can I check out the stable?
Of course you can. Walk over there and open them doors up. It's nice and cozy just for you.
I feel oddly at home here. Look at all the space.
Oh, there's also a horse.
There's so much room for activities.
We make bunk beds.
We can have bunk beds. There's so much room for activities.
Well, yeah, but maybe we can go outside of this area. That way we be in outer space.
But this is my space.
I don't see your name on it.
It's on everyone's. Look, it's right there. It says Doskalos at the top of everyone's friend list.
Oh, that was my hit list, not my friend list. My bad.
Well, we're going to talk about that later.
Looking at all, like, what do you have prepared to give to them? You say you put it in. Is it placed upon the tables where we're eating now, or will be where we will be eating now, or how can we? Sorry, we're making assumptions that you are okay with what we're doing. This is your home. This is your outpost. With
Me and my
your
wife are
permission,
not
we
fighters.
do.
We 100% accept any and all aid, and we'll help you where we can.
So.
We'll solve this problem.
Give Lady Jamundi my thanks.
Um,
And yours,
with
of course.
Lara's assistance, I unhitch Buttercup and bring her into the stable. We'll put the cart out of the way so that way they don't see any additional presence, if you will.
I just realized that I'm looking at the world's biggest horse. This thing is bigger than I am.
Yes,
Definitely a large
it's a
kid.
Clydesdale
Oh my God, dude.
on steroids.
Like the god of all horses. This thing ate the other horse. My brother, you have to tell me your secrets.
Steroids.
Where do you
I
where
would
do you
hate
get
to feel this thing.
where do you get those muscles? Like,
Oh, we feed it those normal large quantities of growth hormones.
listen, not a lot of things can make me feel small.
I'll shuck my armor off to the side, leave it against the wall, my sword not too far away. Grab one of the spades or shovels that we have or that's available, and I'll go out and start digging the line.
The trench.
I
Yeah.
thought you were about to say you're going to start digging their graves.
I'll go from the other side so that we meet in the middle and make it quicker.
Okay.
Can I collect the lantern oil and meet them outside with it?
Oh yeah, I'll go help you.
I'll go and talk with just learn more about the area. I can't move my token then.
I can't move my token either.
Make sure that you have the token controls selected on the left.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, have the token controls selected on the left.
Do it.
I don't even know what that means.
On the left-hand side, where you were messing with the simple calendar, at the very top, that's your token control tab. Just make sure you have that selected. It should be highlighted in
cool.
red. And I'm glad you do control your tokens. Okay.
Nice.
Asking about the area, she'll say most of the south is untamed, somewhat charted, but nothing recent or no relevant maps are made. The best advice you'd get is just from traveling hunters that may go, but they don't go that deep. It's not a friendly place.
That may be a task for us to do then. Our intent is to bring to this land safe
What do you?
others to settle here.
You're setting a city up?
A kingdom, actually.
Where?
City.
Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. I didn't know I was speaking to royalty.
That's okay. We're humble.
He's not. The rest of us are.
Yeah, I was gonna
Chill.
say. I chuckle at that as I overhear that.
I, for one, am the humblest of them all.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
My humility will be sang of for ages.
By himself.
Yes. Well,
I,
my
I'm
I've
not,
got humble. I got the best humble.
I'm most humble. It's more
I-
humbly than anything you've ever seen.
Most humblest of humbles.
I'm afraid my companions are. So yes, we do intend to settle this land and make it a home for those who peaceful home.
A home on the range, home away from home.
Just please don't confuse peace with quiet.
He has a
Sure.
gas problem, but we don't talk about it.
The best of luck.
Told you that in confidence.
You're
We'll gladly aid you where we can, if we can. Be nice to get some sort of control and order in these savage lands.
I can only imagine how hard it's been to have a trading post out here.
Yes. How does one trade posts, by the way? Do you charge per length?
It's
Did you get dropped as a child?
The trading post trades goods, and this is just a well, actually air quotes,
Well-
secure location.
if the post is at least 24 inches long, that'd be quite a feat.
Do you charge per character? Is there a word limit?
Yes. Oh look, the stew. It's ready.
Oh, hey, look at my wrist. I gotta go.
I just now invented the wristwatch, so I can have that excuse.
No, I
No,
think
it's
she-
more of a wrist sundial.
I think she was going to go slit her wrist. Not. That's why she was looking at him. So,
I seem to have that effect on people.
oh, but give me strength.
Well, I shall dinner, step and be ready. Powering tomorrow.
What were we doing with the oil, by the way?
So the idea
the
between
digging?
the idea is to dig a trench, 2 or 3 feet across, at least a foot or so deep. Line it with reeds or hay. Fill the oil from where Kaching's standing, and let me back up slightly. So,
Yeah.
there you go. Okay, so between Kaching and myself, fill that area in between with the oil, and then use. And I'll cut, stuff along. I can't pulse. Stuff to the right of me. I'll cut those type of fronds and grass
Brush.
and to kind of cover the spot over. The dirt and whatnot that I've dug up will shovel off to the side or onto the road and kind of smooth and pat it out.
Whoa, man, this is some great grass.
Like this white box.
Yeah, that's about. Again, it's not designed to a mold flame. It's more just to somebody probably either Laura or Darskalos to fire an arrow into the reeds to get them going,
Yeah.
and then we'll save a little bit of the oil for tomorrow morning to kind of douse the top of the reeds or the brush, like Kaching said. So that way it gives it a little something flammable, because the green that we just cut down isn't going to like burst in the flames instantaneously.
Do a just a is crafting, that's a roll, right? Just the base roll.
It is. I do have crafting.
If you don't mind, both of you just either roll me both a crafting roll, or we'll do one person and the other one can give them aid.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really not great at crafting, but I can do it. So I'll let him do most of the crafting. I'm just digging.
Okay, so just
I'd
give yourself.
like to provide aid too if I can.
Okay, I think it's 1 aid per person.
Oh, that's new. Okay.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. 1E there was never a limit. I don't know about 2E.
Let's see if
I'm pretty sure it's one per person, but
Yeah, there's communal crafting, which allows a group to work together to craft an item, or that type of deal, that non-ritual type of thing.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'll roll.
with the aid, I will count that as you're proud of what you've done, what you've made.
Okay.
cool.
Cool.
And
There we go.
and I figure I probably should be the one to speak to the bandits to take care of this. This is one area where Kaching shines, and I really want to make sure to give him proper glory.
Yeah. Table talk. Who's got the highest charisma?
Probably Kaching. I've got +6 in deception, diplomacy, and intimidation.
Okay, cool.
Yep, I think you're officially.
The party face.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's kind of what I designed the character for, both muscle and face capability.
Okay, fine by me.
Well, actually, my deception and intimidation is +7.
Are you a charisma-based character?
Oh,
Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah. I had to put my primary in strength, so charisma was my secondary.
Yeah, so I could do it, or Kaching if you do it. I don't mind hanging back in the shadows and.
Or I could help you. It all depends on the reaction you get from the character or from the.
A little tag team.
Yep.
like
Bad cop,
the idea
worse
of good
cop.
cop, bad cop. Yeah.
Oh yeah, one of us could be good and try to offer them. Could just be like, see.
Good cop.
No,
bad cop.
I think we ought to do bad cop, worse cop.
All right,
I don't.
I like it.
We're trying to get these people to turn over to our side and help us out. I feel like fear is not.
Fear is a powerful motivator.
That-
It's a way to live, but it is still a powerful motivator. So
Quoting one of the best TV series of all time, you're only trying to scare them. Pain is scary. Firefly.
I was wondering. That is Firefly.
Yep. It's the first episode, not the train job, the Serenity. When they're interrogating the federal agent. I was going to get me an ear, too.
All right. Well, I think we have a plan to start
We're ready.
this.
Yeah.
Laura, I agree where you're at. That's probably the best place to be, hidden around the corner,
Yep.
and then
Because if this all goes to crap, she's just going to shoot.
pretty much, and then Savala could. How high up is the walkway, the parapet?
Almost 10 foot, so it's probably gives you it's up at least 7-8 foot.
Okay, so you could have Savala lay in wait up there too. 60 pounds of kitty dropping down is not something the shirk the smirk at.
That will definitely make them pause.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. I'm learning to take the feeling of as every time Kaching makes one of his puns and just hold that near and dear to my heart so that I can savor it for later on.
Oh, is that what they call it? Okay, I thought you were planning my demise.
No, I would never do that. Yeah.
Um,
Well, that all depends on Savala. I mean, is she feline aggressive, or
She's
is she feline more passive?
she's feline feisty.
Yeah.
She is. I don't know that I have to declare it this early, actually.
No,
I don't think so.
that was just a play on words.
Oh, there is a point where animal companions, you declare them. What was it? It's like aggressive or something else. It can help with some of their skills and feats at higher levels. But no, she's
they
just
get like an archetype or something.
yeah.
Like
feline
the
feisty.
familiar master or beast master archetype.
Cool.
Yeah, Alara would be a beastmaster. Yep. But right now she's just a little feisty.
Darskalos, I would suggest the stables for you. You can use the field of vision from outside the door, but you also have the large cart to take cover behind. Should they prove to have bows themselves?
You mean fight from inside the stable?
Well, take cover behind the wall, probably.
Take cover within the stable before coming out, so that way they don't see you right off the bat. You are a intimidating presence, so to have you
Wonderful.
disrupt the negotiations.
Okay.
Zephyros sends a message to Vader and says he could hide behind the big horse.
That too.
I am feeling a little superstitious, so I'd like to go to each corner of the settlement and carve a little holy symbol and say a little prayer, just to sort of like quote sanctify the area.
Kaching, you called it. He's graffitiing the wall. He's already marking buildings. God.
Yep. Yeah, it already started.
There
It
goes the
don't
neighborhood.
take much.
No, apparently it doesn't.
I tell you, kids these days.
He's
How do you know he's not? He
Yeah.
could be doing other things while he's carving.
He drank a lot of ale.
Yeah, true.
Hey, Darskalos, do you have a drinking problem? Do you need help?
No, it's others who seem to have a problem with me drinking.
Wait, why is all the wood dark or brown?
The fact that both of them simultaneously looked as what.
Look, just to get me out of the sun because I think I'm starting to get a headache. Show me what wares and such that you have. Let's see what you have for sale.
Friendly friend, as I pull it up.
Maybe you should get the camp's dog. A werewolf.
Darewolf? Why are you talking like that? I thought you wanted me to.
No. Okay, I'm easy.
Well, that's what Darskalos just wrote on the wall.
Call for a good time.
That's
Jane.
Call Jenny for a good time. 867-5309.
Oh, jeez. Look, a magical chest just appeared.
Well, yeah, it's his
I
wares.
just
You
realized
should
I've been
have
walking
clicked
around
on
all day with one of my socks inside out.
purchase if you want.
Well, if he's going to do that, then I'm going to bear my chest too.
I've already been bearing my chest since I stripped my armor off.
I didn't realize we were taking out our weapons. Put those guns away.
Out of curiosity, who do you think is best at opening chests? Would it be a rogue, a wizard, or a necromancer?
The guy with the giant axe?
I don't know. I think a necromancer would be better at opening chests.
Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm ready.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other sort of preparations.
Yeah, there's
I mean, we really didn't want to do too much to this settlement. We don't want to like completely redesign the structure.
We can rebuild.
We have the technology.
We have the technology.
Okay.
If
We
you
can
build
build it
it,
faster, stronger, better.
if you build it, they will come.
I don't need to know about that. Keep those thoughts in your own mind.
But that's what message is for.
Got you there.
I relent. I give up.
So,
We're all
Zephyros,
set
you and
for that, right?
Kaching, where would you like to come in from? The storeroom here, the main house?
Oh, I intend to stand here and wait.
Then over by the fire. Let them come around the corner before they.
Oh, over here by the table?
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Can take cover there.
The other side of the table, but yes. So. Yeah. Kaching with you.
Yeah.
Oleg, you and your wife, once they come in and you say, you go through whatever, greeting ritual that you might have with them. Please make yourself scarce within the main house until everything is.
Perhaps they should be in the stable with me.
I've got to be outside to greet him.
That's okay.
Suspicious otherwise.
Afterwards.
No. After your greetings, after you've gone through, the greetings and and say, hey, get them to come in. Everything's right here, type of deal. Whatever you're putting out for them, and then.
Out of curiosity, is the stable a really structurally sound building? Or is there like another building that might be more structurally sound?
All the buildings share a similar log
Okay.
pattern thing. But he'll probably run into his house.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You can lock that door.
So.
Whenever we're all positioned and ready, let me know.
Okay.
I'm good to
Yeah,
go.
sit down, have some of the stew. Dark closure in the middle of the courtyard.
I was about to ask, is
trying
this
to-
really where you want to be?
Hold on. It won't let me move. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, unfortunately, physics and objects, you gotta go around things. And then I turn to Zephyros and Kaching. Where do you want me to be?
That's up to you. Wherever you think. Can,
Just take cover and hide, and wherever you deem appropriate. And when things go south, we'll just pop out and join in.
To get to theirs, 40. Okay. So I'm going to wait here then behind the building, close enough that I can listen, but far enough that I'm not visible to them. It'll be two moves to get to the courtyard, if you will.
Are they coming? They're not coming until tomorrow, though, right?
Yes. So we're figuring out where to go tonight. We're going to sit down, have some stew, get a good rest, knock off early, so to speak. And come morning, be in position ahead of time so that we're ready to, whenever they show up, we're ready to go. Is that a fair assessment, everyone?
Yeah, I agree.
Sounds right to me.
Okay. So yeah, sit down, have some of the stew that Svetlana has made for us. Fill up a tankard full of water and to wash it down. Yeah, you've noticed I haven't drank the entire time, both at the party and during the travel.
I have noticed that actually. It's rather suspicious. I
Ask
don't
a
know if I
man who
trust
don't
the man who
drink.
won't touch a drop. I'd like to offer you some ale.
I politely decline.
Yeah, I can completely understand that. Abstaining, basically fasting.
I
Hmm.
was enraptured by the fruit of the vine to the point where things did not go well for me. As we travel, I'm sure I'll regale you with the tale.
Apologies, friend. I was not aware.
So, it's chair time.
I will tempt you no longer, and I will. I suppose I will just suffer the ill fate of having more for me.
I appreciate that. And as I playing clubs with you, and remember, your life is one of the most important ones here, because your life ensures that we still have life. No boldly running into battle.
Oh, no.
Use that bow that your god favors so much.
Believe me, I'll leave the heroics to you all.
Heroics has nothing to do with it. Heroics is just the difference between those who run towards the fire and those who run away. Those are the heroes. But again, I don't want to see you fall because I can't guarantee that I'll be able to get back up again or anyone here.
But I was not allowed to set the fire. I'll think on these words. Their meaning eludes me for the moment.
Sorry about that. I was listening the entire time. Just had to use the restroom real quick.
You're good. Would anybody care for a couple of rounds of poker before we retire?
I'm not a gambling man, but if we're just playing for the joy of playing, then I'm in.
We can also play Pinochle. We used to rather enjoy that game in my village as well. Before.
Sure, Alara will play a card game with you.
I go from having a really somber expression to like half a smile, and I'm genuinely grateful. I get the feeling she doesn't necessarily want to, but she's doing it to kind of be
she
nice, and I
does.
appreciate it.
No, she'll play a card game. It'll be fun. She's never beat a pony at poker.
Oh, good luck.
Zephyros just
I start shuffling and dealing.
Zephyros just stands around and chuckles and says, "Really want to play a card game? The psychic, see what."
I trust in your ability to be honorable.
Couldn't.
If you could see what he can see, wouldn't you be more afraid of what you see than what he sees? He sees.
I'm not so worried about what he sees. I'm worried about what he thinks.
Oh, don't worry about that. If anybody ever tries to read my mind, it's pretty much the same like 2 songs on repeat 24/7.
I've already tried. There's
A bunch of like elevator music.
It's like Baby Shark and Engelbert Humperdinck, A Man Without Love.
something about the last time I looked. There was something about braiding your tail.
I've always wondered, and nobody's ever offered. I'd like to offer Oleg and Svetlana the opportunity to join us as well.
Take you up on it, and the day will fly by, and night begins to fall.
I catch it. I beat you to it.
That's all right.
Don't worry, I'll get the other end.
I'm a little too inebriated. I missed. Well, I suppose we have a long day ahead of us tomorrow. So, pleasant dreams, everyone. May I still keep you safe, and I'll see you all in the morning.
That wasn't a very fun game, though. Those cards were so one-sided.
Good night, my friends. And I kind of...
And so I guess we rest in preparation for the big day.
Yep. So if you want to place your people where you'll be in the morning, and make sure if you need to rest, you can rest. Also,
I'll be taking cover behind the table. Thankfully, I don't have to duck.
It's true. Your table height on the far left-hand side under the token controls. If you scroll down to like the third, or it looks like a compass, it's called pathfinding. If that's highlighted in blue, it should navigate around objects for you. At least it works for me.
What is it?
Pathfinding, the little compass below the box target.
Oh, cool.
So like if I navigate him, it just moves him around the thing for me.
I mean, I go over the table, but other than that...
Yeah, there's no wall on the table.
Oh, maybe the door closed?
But still, that's a cool option.
Mm-hmm.
The more I learn about Foundry, the more impressed I am.
It won't work for me, but I also think it's because I'm a large creature.
Both. Could be the door. It's being weird. I'm curious. I'm gonna go like this.
It also doesn't let me toggle anything. I keep clicking the pathfinding button. Oh, hold on, maybe. Nope, I figured it out. I got it.
Awesome, awesome.
Hey, look at that.
Cool.
I'm learning.
We're learning together.
Bottom hands.
So you see, contrary to popular belief, there is more to the International House of Pancakes than just pancakes.
The night goes by quickly.
Alara, I would suggest a little farther back, closer to the catapult than where you're at right now. But other than that,
yeah, that way you can put Savala in there quickly.
Okay, we're not launching Savala in a catapult.
We're not. She growls at you.
Maybe
You better
not
sleep with
immediately.
one eye open.
Nope. You better sleep with one eye open. So.
Oleg will wake everybody.
Hi, I'm a goblin. I always sleep with one eye open.
That's true. I'm surprised the horse didn't try to kill you.
Who says he didn't? I'm just much better than that.
Just remember, he laughs last, thinks fastest. So.
Yeah, I was asleep and I saw the horse coming upon me with a dagger in its mouth.
As I awaken, I do my daily preparations, and I'd like to cast a spell on myself.
How long does it last? That's the only question I have before you cast it.
And until my next preparations.
Okay.
Classic. Yep. I mean, generally,
I was getting hit way too fucking hard, man.
Yeah, wouldn't you want to cast that during your morning preparations every day?
I just discovered it when I was kind of looking for my skill list. I know that in 1E this was purely an arcane spell. So it's really cool to see that divine casters get it too.
Yeah, that's quite a few of them actually have access to that.
Yeah, I think it's like runic weapon where nearly all the casting groups get it.
then I think I click and drag it onto.
Colt gets it.
Yep.
I don't think Primal
you
does
go.
though.
But I think they get something else, the equivalent of their.
Yeah, they get Stone Skin.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So your AC
Which
jumped to
doesn't do the same
17.
thing, but close
My
enough.
AC, yeah, my AC should be 17 now.
Everything's good there. As like I said, I will gather everybody up, tell them they're going to be here shortly, and you're all in your places.
You're not wearing armor in addition to that, are you?
No, I do not.
Okay, excellent. I was going to say it doesn't stack with armor because it's an item bonus.
I don't think I'm trained in any sort of armor.
Okay, that works.
It's the bandits arrive.
Oh, good God, they have Titan horses too.
Where do they feed people around here?
Dude, for real.
It's that bog water.
Gotta be.
Unbelievable, dude.
Like Schuylkill Punch. Good lord.
I know we were joking, but I can actually ride these horses.
Perception. Horse on horse on
Yeah.
horse.
Phrasing, Darskull is phrasing.
Yeah.
What I need is
You
actually
said what I said.
for those who are sitting outside, we'll do Alara and Vidor, since you got some decent cover. If you could roll a stealth check for me. I can proc it here. Ooh.
Circumstance bonus for hiding.
This is kind of that roll.
Yeah, I think she's getting a cover bonus.
Yeah, you both are getting your roll is a lot easier. So Laura in the chat window there, if you can click the dice for me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, you already did.
I
Oh,
rolled
you
it
did,
off
sorry.
my
You're good.
skills.
You're good.
Okay.
I did not see. All right. And these two, since you're at a table, did you flip the table up or no?
Well, at this angle, I think we're pretty safe, although we probably would have flipped the table up.
Well, I think wasn't the original intention to let them think that we're trying to talk to them first?
Yeah, but nothing.
Well, I think the intention was to get them to come in without them noticing us, and then talk to them, and then if things go south, to
Yeah. So I don't think you would have the table flipped up
I don't
yet.
think you'd have the table flipped at the beginning. Yeah, like immediately.
Okay, I was just thinking about cover, stopping them from seeing us. But yeah, this probably wouldn't be flipped up.
Okay. No. The bandits come in, their eyes seem to be locked. Mr. Bandit Leader number 1 here. Hello, hello. How's Oleg doing? Hup. Don't respond. Do you have what we ordered? And kind of a chuckle from the bandits behind him. Yeah, yes, sir. It's all here. So he'll come up. That's so good, man. That's so good, man. Why don't you go get your lovely wife? See if she's got any more jewelry. Why don't you? I guess I could. And he'll start stepping away.
I think that we probably should take this opportunity now.
And so,
All right,
He'll definitely nod when you walk by.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and stand up.
Something?
I was standing up, but
Oh.
yeah.
Fort Joe.
He'll still got his tippy toes.
And I'll say, hello, boys. You know, a new power is in town. We aren't going to bother these people. How we do this? Up to debate. I've been arguing with my associate here. I say we just kill you. He says we should see if you...
Yes, we are recruiting more staff for our kingdom, but if you want to oppose us, then I will have no control over what he does.
We like the option where we, the four of us, kill the two of you.
Well,
And then we
who's
go and have a talk with Oleg and his wife about this unprecedented insult to our chivalrous nature.
who said there was two of us?
He looks around, still a big smile on his face. I don't care how many there are. We'll take you all on.
well then, my
If
friend.
you want to do it the hard way,
You half midget, whatever the hell you are.
You don't even know what I am? Oh, fine, I'll show you just how powerful I can be when someone crosses me.
Well then, I think that settles it. Today is your last day alive. Might as well ready.
No. I say we just break the legs and arms.
Well then, it seems like my
Bow
associate
strong.
and I still don't agree on how we should kill you. The
Carson,
result
I
will
just
still
hang-
be the same.
Just hang my head on hearing the words that are being spoken. I offer up a silent prayer to Oba, and pretty much I take my 5-foot step down that way, and I can see the guy and the horses down at the end. I just flat out charge.
All right, well,
Double move.
I
Double
don't
move to get to him.
see any
bows are
sort
ready.
of
We need initiative roll.
Okay.
Is initiative time. They turn insta-hostile as soon as those two stood up.
Good God.
Dang it, Alara.
Laura,
Jeez.
jeez.
Alara's been ready to fight for like a day. She's just been listening to you
Yeah.
yahoos talk about your conversation you're gonna have with them, so she's ready.
You were champing at the bit.
Yes.
I'm missing almost everyone on my initiative. I only see
You got
Alara.
Alara, Kaching, Vitor.
I only see Alara on the top of the screen, and then I only see Alara and Zephyros on the actual
Yeah.
list.
That's when we do our first action, we show up. It's one of the funky things with Foundry. I've noticed it in another game.
Okay.
My list has everybody. So I'll make sure everything.
Yeah, I can only see myself and Alara, but it's normal.
Okay, cool.
Marvelous. It's a surprise. Who goes where? Alara, it is your turn.
Yep. So I already had my long bow drawn in preparation for this fight, obviously.
100%. Your weapons are ready.
So my first action, I am going to identify this first guy as my hunted prey, and then I will shoot him.
Oof.
Trunk.
That was a heavy hit. Jesus.
And then my last action, I'll shoot him again.
I'm gonna cheer her on. Rah rah ree, kick him in the knee. Rah rah ras, kick him in the other knee.
Ah,
And that's it for my turn.
2 arrows. Right in the
Is he
eyes.
dead?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
he's dead.
He is president of the No Longer Alive Club.
Mm-hmm.
Your
I
cat
can't
gets
see what's
or you
happening.
have, you have
I
to
hear
give it
something
a
right now.
command to do it.
Sorry, what was that?
I said your
Phoenix?
does Savala go, or do you have to spend an action to command her?
Yeah, it's a 1 action to command her, and then she gets 2 actions. So
Okay.
like move and then an attack. But she's up here with me. I took that guy out. I'm good.
Actually, you're pretty evil right now, but yeah,
I try.
you turned him into a porcupine.
So if you get the
Different
injured
strokes for different folks.
Don't forget to
What's-
click the hourglass.
Yep. Bottom video.
Then- Oh,
Alright, Zephyros knows where Veter is. So he is going to cast a ant message to Veter and say, your time to shine. Give him when it's amped, you can use a reaction to step or stride, which means you can do that even before your turn to try to position yourself.
I would recommend trying to get close to us because I can help you out again on my turn.
Everybody always asks, where's Veter? Nobody ever asks, how's Veter?
So stride is just a normal move of 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get
Although
there.
if you wanted to, never mind. Whichever way.
So
Okay, and then this one, I will attempt a bon mot, say, you have made a grave mistake, my friend. You are dumber. To roll a diplomacy check, right?
Yeah, you should click Bon Mot and do it through that. That was a success. As he seems to have not liked what you just said.
And then the last action is to be also to him to lies. Here, I'm gonna say, not only have you made a grave mistake, but you don't even fight.
Poor guy and all these insults. Succeed again.
That's turn. Skip.
All right. I am going to trigger my Thousand League Sandals. Move to here. And other people can join. You can.
Only person within 10 feet of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Zephyros.
Actually, no. Because I have so much movement, I'm going to move down to here. And then I am going to bring this guy to the ground.
You can try. Ooh, 1,000.
Not great, but not bad.
And what is this?
I'm using athletics to knock him prone.
Is that...
Sorry, I forgot to target the enemy. It's the one I'm right beside.
Gotcha. What's it from? Is it just a on your weapon or just an action?
It's an active ability. Actually, yeah. Can I rewind that just a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Going back to here, I'm going to trigger the sandals. Here, I'm going to use my fishing rod to trip him, which would be the same. Do you want me to keep the same roll or re-roll it?
You keep the same roll.
Okay, so 15 to trip him.
15. No, I'm new to trip, but how does that work? Is it? I assume it's contested, or is it
It's trip is You attempt to make an athletics check, which he did against the target's reflex DC.
Reflex DC. Okay.
Yeah, I'm using the special effect of my fishing line to trip him.
You almost are able to get purchase around his leg, but he kind of steps out of it.
Do I use athletics for using a weapon to trip, or do I use a attack?
Does the weapon have the trip feature?
Yes,
Like
it
a
does.
trip tag?
Range
It does?
trip.
Okay. You would use the weapon then.
Okay, then so I need to roll a strike then instead of the athletics check.
We can change the roll pool as your plus.
Wow. Okay, never mind. I did a whole bunch of nothing on that, but I am still going to trip him, and I'll keep that same 15.
Since you've already tried to trip this guy and failed, and found out that you failed, the 15 you have to re-roll.
Well, oh, okay, yeah. All right, I wasn't sure. Okay, that might be a little bit more successful.
That's really successful, as you do with your second action. Are able to trip.
Well, that was my third action, but yeah.
Oh, third action, you're right. Third action. He is now knocked prone.
Okay. So maneuvering up past the horses. I get to here. I will swing at that guy once.
Aye.
Nice.
I'll take kidney shots for 500, Alex.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Okay.
One way to do it.
He just kind of came out of nowhere.
Moving up at a fast slope. Dot coming out from around the horse, as he turns to react. The blades is drawn back and just slices straight across, catching him from shoulder to shoulder.
And then you just hear a...
Pretty much. And with that, I spin and turn. I see the one guy down. And I see the other guy directly across on the other side. And I stalk forward across the courtyard towards the last remaining opponent. I can make it to him, but I will not be able to attack.
Yeah, I mean,
But
this is your third action anyways.
But I am close enough to him that if he chooses to shoot, I can get a swing at him as a reactive strike.
Okay. All right. So looks like our first round went fairly well.
Extremely well.
Dascalos as the finisher. Batting cleanup.
What's going on? Are we winning? I guess I kick.
Hang on.
I kick open the.
I need you to end the door, or end your turn.
I did.
Try clicking it again, Peter. Yeah, I had to click twice.
Okay, sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's the turn of the unconscious creature.
He's prone.
Oh, okay. It shows as unconscious on the initiative tracker.
His actual name says unconscious.
Yeah.
And the other one was zygomorphic. What the hell is zygomorphic?
Well, zygo means basically child, a baby, embryo.
Interesting. That's just a random name or like a variety of the names. It's kind of interesting that those are what it came up with. Okay.
So the embryo changes shape, zygomorphic.
So what you're saying is the giant Morpheus blob laying there.
So he will stand up for an action. And he will try to drop his bow and draw his sword.
Do I get reactive strike? I think I get it later.
I don't...
Yeah, it's at level 6. I get reactive strike.
Okay.
So I do get the... So I'll let him hit me, and I will hit him back.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Oh, did he? I'm sorry, Carson. You said he drew his sword? Or
yeah,
did he?
Drew, he dropped the bow and pulled out a dagger.
Okay,
And
so
and
I
shanked the one.
would take
Does he
that hit then.
You're gonna take it.
Well, yeah. Did he throw the dagger?
Oh no, he's hitting a kaching. Unless you have a way to aggro him. Because this guy's turn.
Oh, it's that guy's turn. I thought it was the big guys.
Yeah.
I thought it was the leader.
It's
Sorry.
not the commanders yet.
Okay, my bad.
It's all good. It's all good.
Somebody just got crit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
did, and it hurt, but I'm still up.
And
What
you
is the
feel
crit?
uneasy.
Are we using the crit deck or no?
Oh yeah, that's a nat 20. You feel a little bit clumsy until you're healed, actually. So let's redo that.
Yeah, I didn't do my crit thing. I know he's dead, but still, I want to see what it was.
All right, I can look at it if you want. Like it was enfeebled too, is what you would
Okay.
what you would have made him. But no, you're he's clumsy. So you just feel uneasy on your feet, and that will be his turn. And now this guy, he will draw his sword, or no, he has daggers too. Draw his dagger. This, I'm Haps. Prepare to die. Missing, sliding against your shield. And he
Okay,
try
I will
again.
strike back at him. Oh, I'm sorry. You complete yours, and then I'll make mine.
Okay, no, you go ahead. Since it's an interruption or reaction, whatever.
So this is technically my second attack. Oh, sorry.
Well, reactions don't have attack penalty.
Yeah, that. Mm,
Oh,
not
okay.
there.
So that's straight roll, straight roll. Okay, thank you. What's it keep popping up and saying? Bit. Okay, I'm clicking the guy. Click roll. There we go.
Oh, it's even prompting me to use it. That wasn't very nice. As he tries to go back in and attempt to actually get you this time. Oh, no, that's not the right one. We'll still count as a miss, though. We will end his turn. I'll get you. I'll stick you real good for what you did to my mates.
All right. I definitely would have had my bow out ready for
Oh yeah.
Kafa. So my first action will be to kick open the door, and I'm just gonna shoot the first guy I see. So I am so sorry, Veether.
Not me! Not me!
I knew that's where he was going. I'm like, oh shit.
Just kick open the door. I just let one fucking fly.
Some days you wake up and you just don't feel like gnawing through the leather straps again.
So I'm gonna go after this guy. Strike. Why does it? Oh, because of volley. Is there a way to get rid of the volley penalty?
You'd have
Not,
a different weapon.
yeah,
so it's
you need
based
to
on your
switch it for
bow.
like a short bow.
That's the only
Yeah.
way?
Yeah, longbows have volley. They have a longer range, but their penalty is within close. They're pretty
30 feet,
hard
I
to
think.
hit.
Yeah.
Or be more than 30 feet away. That's the way to get rid of it.
Next.
I mean, it's still a good enough hit.
I
Yeah.
got him? Woo!
Dude,
I feel like you did that in the game. Woo, I got him.
Woo! Oh my god, that worked!
Guys, did everybody see that?
Okay, Veter, how much damage do you take?
that's what I'm at. Yeah, like
Oh my god, dude. It's pathetic. 1 damage.
My mother hits harder, and she's dead.
Oh, you know what? Just for that.
Smack talk.
I look at him and I go, yeah, I think you're right.
Just for that. Oh no, I can't. It takes 2 actions. That's fine. I'll shoot him again.
Hey, Hap,
Opening the door was an action, right?
make it a little easier for us.
Is
Stand still.
interaction with object free, or is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, interaction would be an action.
Okay.
So yeah, you get one more shot. That one probably wouldn't hit.
I rolled. What did I roll? 2?
That is a miss.
No, you rolled a 5, I think, and then with the penalty,
Oh, okay.
the map.
No, he rolled a 3. with everything subtracted, it dropped to a 2.
Wonderful.
Chuckles.
We're gonna work on that later.
Go back and put your bridle on. I'll be riding you later.
Is that a threat or a promise?
He winks.
I hold my finger. I'm like, I'm just going to shut up now. I don't have.
The question is how you spell bridle. Is it Bridal or Bridle? Because if you're asking him to get the bridle on, you guys might get hitched.
I'm going to declare this guy as my new hunted prey and take a strike at him. Shot.
And you.
Jeez, you're not giving any.
There is no quarter here. It's
Well, we gave them the opportunity to surrender.
Jesus Christ.
In the eyes.
He wasn't even looking at her.
And that's my favorite. It's my favorite thing to do. Let's kill him when
Yeah.
I don't even know where I am. I'm gonna-
He was holding his sword to me, and all of a sudden, thud. Whoa.
This drops sack
he was
potatoes.
threatening my friend. I had to kill him. I'm gonna have Savala move forward. Yeah, I'm gonna have her move forward. She'll go down the stairs. She's not attacking the horses or anything. I'm just gonna have her move up.
They're still probably freaking out like
they're-
anything else.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
she's got plenty of kitty food.
I think that's it.
Excellent. So, Zephyros explodes in magic all around him. See, I can't see the.
It won't expand. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something to do with that. I try posting the quote line.
Again?
Try it again.
Under feats or class abilities, try posting where the quote box is, the little speech box.
That would.
Yep, there you are.
Alright, that's weird. Okay, I'm gonna unleash Psyche, and you see runes start to just like circle around Zephyros. And with this box, I don't have a way to apply Psyche.
You can probably click it under one of your abilities. Under class feats, maybe?
Ah, thank you.
On your free actions, if you just click the use button underneath Unleash Psyche, it'll apply to your token.
Alright, you got it. And with this guy, I'm going to cast.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
We're friends, right? We're friends, right?
No, we are not. I gave you a chance.
We were friends.
Chance. And you turned it down. In fact, you were haughty when you turned it down. And so I'm going to cast a daze on him. So
Even if he survives, he's going to be feeling this for days.
He did
He's
succeed.
dazed
He
and
succeeded.
dazed.
Alright. So I don't
You
need
should
to
still be able
roll
to roll,
the
right?
I don't need to roll the damage, right?
That's half
No,
damage
he-
on a succeed.
Oh, okay, so I
Yeah,
Doesn't specify
yeah.
that when you spell. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a basic save.
Make sure. Yep, that applies.
did it. Then for my last action to Ching cast. Let me make sure I'm close enough. Restore my Let's see what its range.
I don't think it has one really.
Choose 2 benefits to grant an ally within 30 feet.
I'm 35 feet away from you.
Ah, crappies. Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. And Peter, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, he's not even damaged.
Okay. Well then, with that, I'm going to I will demoralize our friend here. Say, you had your chance. Your friends have died. Turn to.
Wait a second. Isn't Daze a 2 action cast?
It is, but demoralize
Okay.
is 1.
Yeah, but you did the first thing. I thought you did something before the
I
The
Daze.
Unleash Psyche is a free action.
Yeah, it's free.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Still
He's
feeling
like-
cocky.
No, he's got a visible worry. I don't think you needed to insult him at all. He's demoralized.
All right, that's it.
All right. I'm going to move up to him. I'm going to declare non-lethal with my fishing pole, which, because it's a staff, I believe it can be non-lethal for free. I don't know.
Sounds like it's right to me, as long as it's not a slashing or magical attack.
Yeah. And then I'm going to strike this guy.
You already don't work for him. You're gonna not work for him harder.
Yes. Exactly.
Connecting. Does he withstand the blow? Oh, he's still on his. Oh no.
So he's unconscious.
That is unconscious, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to use my wait, sorry. This one, Drink of My Foes. So I get 5 hit points back.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
And
that should
should
remove
that
the
heal
clumsy
me
stuff,
of the
no?
clumsiness?
I would count that as healing, yeah.
Okay, is he fully unconscious or is he
He
still...
is out,
Okay,
snoring and everything.
all right. Then, yeah. Da, 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 da.
God, you guys are all slowpokes, man. 25 feet.
Yeah, but so now I think we find out what this guy was doing.
I look down at him. I look over at you.
Do we get
He's your
Oh,
prisoner.
XP for that? I didn't see.
Well, you still got your psyche unleashed. If you want to heal me now, you can.
Oh yeah, I could in the last in my last actions. I could go.
So that would be 4 hit points. All right, that puts me at full.
Then does anybody else?
No, everyone else was untouched.
Okay, all right. I'll do that with my last action, and then I'm gonna
Well,
sit down on this bench
Oh, yeah, untouched.
right after that to recover.
So that should put us at 598.
Show me on the doll.
A little bit closer to first level, to second level.
Ooh, I just zoomed in. Hold on.
Yeah, you force zoomed, but that's cool. That's
I'm
why
sorry.
I love scroll wheel.
72 XP. 72. Oh, I have to do math. Hold on.
598.
I'm 98.
Yep, I concur. That's
What
what
is
I
it?
was saying
I'm
earlier.
98.
Yep.
598. Yep.
Even
Thank
Oleg
you.
is coming out and saying that was 72 XP.
You
Yeah.
gotta do that so I'm spitting pen on him.
At this rate,
You've
we're
done
never
such a
gonna
great
send
job
level
of
2.
defending our my small trading post. I
think
will
you
grant you
learned.
this 72 XP.
You didn't use the ditch at all. Right? That ditch that you guys dug in front of
Still
the.
up there.
Yeah, we didn't need to
That's
because
correct, we didn't need
they were too crunchy.
And you know what? Had we not dug the ditch, they would have probably they would have backpedaled and been able to get away.
Yeah,
So one way or the other, the ditch served its purpose.
yeah. I guess you can just call my character a son of a ditch.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
I'm man enough to admit that it was a waste of time.
Thought you were
Thank you.
centaur enough.
Well, half a man, you know.
So the question is, you have a new friend. What are we doing with him?
I say we talk to them. Who did they work for?
Yeah, I say we interrogate.
Yes, I agree.
So reaching down to one of the bodies, I pull the
Who's got the thumb screws and the bamboo shoots?
the necklace around his neck, and I say, "Alara, here, catch." And I sling it over to her.
I catch.
Each one has one of these on them.
Oh, Stag Lord.
So
Yeah. Dusculus, these guys do have short bows, by the way, that can help with your volley problem.
I would very much like to take one of those.
splitting the silver evenly. Everybody gets 2 silver and 5 copper.
$2 silver.
I gotta say, I love the just click the plus button and yeah, I'd recommend we leave whatever possessions they had on them beyond coin with the with Oleg, because he could probably resell it.
Correct. I would like a short bow.
Yeah, I would also like one of the short bows, but I'm fine with leaving like the leather armor.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to scrounge them for all the arrows they had too.
I don't think any of them had. I've got quite a few
Okay.
if you need some.
I'm
And
sitting on-
Oleg had some in his box. He's got 24 in that gold box.
Plus, we have a crafter, and arrows are like easy to craft.
I'm not designed for that type of crafting.
Well, you don't need to be designed for it. Just having the craft skill will allow you to craft it.
No worries. How do I access? Oh, I gotta go to the stash, right?
No, click on Hap. Click on Hap's character. You should see all the gear that he has on him. You should be able to
There we go.
click on the arrows, drag the arrow over to your character sheet, and release it there. And the arrows will now appear on your character sheet and come off of him. Do the same thing with one of the bad guys. Pick one of the bad guys, click on his arrow, or click on his short bow.
Yo, pause. What's this
Yeah.
silver stag lord amulet I'm looking at here?
That's what I already showed to Laura.
Yeah.
So I haven't collected. We haven't collected the other ones. That's treasure. I was going to dump that into the stash.
I've added arrows to everybody, by the way.
Yeah, and in fact, guys, I just checked for magic, and there's magic over here. I don't know if it's from something that they had. Oh no, maybe
I'm
it was.
thinking it might be that amulet.
Well,
Why?
actually, it might be in the box, because when I include
I
the
can move
box in
that.
my check, I
Yeah, the
see
box
that
is
Magic.
The box had potions in it. If you're
Yeah, detect magic does detect those.
Okay, yeah. There's magic in this area. When I check this, there's something magical on that.
All right. I guess
Maybe.
just keep your detect magic up and rifle through their pockets.
Yeah. Could I do an identify stag word amulet? Identify check. Identify that one.
Forget what the magic item is myself because I don't see anything that's actually magical. Unless one of y'all have something magical on you. Somebody has a
we
plus
have
1 sword, don't
our
they?
we have the sword, the bow, and the whatever the other item is.
Oh, am I just detecting magic on you?
I believe so.
How do you know if something's magical? I've got my tracker's goggles are magical that we picked up from a prior fight.
And the coyotes.
Yeah, my cloak is
Well-
also magical. Yeah. My tattoo is magical. I'm just magical, boys. You want me to move and you detect magic again?
It's magic. It's magic when I'm
Oh,
with
hold
you.
on.
No, that's fine.
It says you can choose to ignore magic you're fully aware of.
So is there still magic in the area aside from the ones we're fully aware of?
Yeah, I moved Alara off if you want to do it again. I moved her away.
No, there will be. There's no magic on these guys. The amulets are non-magical.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Settles that.
Hey Carson, can you empty the party stash out so that there's nothing in there?
Yeah, we're just gonna give it all to the shopkeeps.
Well, this is all the stuff that we sold from last time. So
If
the
you
only
wanna-
thing the only thing going into the stash now is the Stag Lord amulets.
So just out of my curiosity, got this at a trade post. If I drag
Oh,
this onto here,
I'm sorry. I guess I don't understand. Was he offering us anything that's in this little golden box?
that was a to buy. Yeah,
Yeah, I would like to grab that antidote and that anti-plague.
You have to pay them for it.
you have
That's
to pay,
totally
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
That's
Well,
for
set
the
up as a
party.
merchant, so you should be able to just purchase it by dragging it to your character sheet and clicking the buy option. You did say empty everything, right?
Yeah,
'Cause I
yeah.
am-
That's all the stuff that we got from the castle, or the Lady Aldori's place.
All right,
Okay,
it is
so
emptied out.
Yep. Okay. So, as discussed, the silver pieces have already been broken up, and I'm just adding the Stag Lord amulets to.
Yeah. I'd like to purchase one of the minor healing potions.
There. Just drag it to your character sheet and click the buy option.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take the other one.
He's not even giving us a discount or saving his outpost.
The man's got a family to feed, bruh.
He's got him house to feed, and he's been.
I'm sorry, that's not my problem.
He said everything
Don't
takes
buy
from
it.
him for 3 months.
It's not my fault your family is, what was it? Poor?
Oh,
You should have thought of that before becoming peasants.
That's what
Yeah.
So it's no concern of mine whether your family has, what was it? Food?
Yeah. Take him away. Yeah, that has to be the best Disney movie.
It's up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Checking the horses out. Is there anything on them?
no,
Giggity.
they're just the saddles.
Don't worry, guys. I will check the horses out for us real quick.
And maybe some empty
Never look a
saddlebags.
gift horse in the mouth. But can we adopt these horses for our purposes?
That's the real question. I would like a
Try.
gigantic Titan horse.
Yeah, we could have like each person ride one, and including the centaur.
Yeah, it would be nice to get off my feet for a change. I approach one of the horses and I try to interact with it.
I think
Seems
we
a
ought to
little
let
skittish.
Alara take care of this.
Roll me an
Slaps you in the
animal
face,
handling.
calls you fresh, walks away. Fresh.
I'd like to just calm. I'd like to calm it down. Get it to.
What are you going to do? Roof the horse now?
I'm the horse whisperer.
Hey, baby. You come here often?
Yeah.
You know, you got a pretty mouth.
My goodness.
Yeah.
The horses seem fine now that the fight has ended.
That
Do
and the
to
fact that your cat
target
is right
the
next to him
horse
too.
and then make a animal handling check.
Animal handling.
Let me see.
Uh,
It's nature.
Should be under nature, I think, right?
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking of when we talk about
Have command
fast voice
animal?
writing.
Is that the same thing?
Let's see where it's at.
I just roll nature, or do I go find it?
Just roll nature for now, unless we find the actual thing. Ooh, dang! That's 2 horses. You are the new owners.
Sweet.
You want to try the other two?
Might as
Sure.
well.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, they're probably not really opposing us. They just saw us take down their masters.
Yeah, I'd say even with those 2 rolls there, you're both.
I think you're giving the horses a little more
Credit.
command
Credit.
animal.
and yeah, than they deserve.
I'm going to give Zephyrus the ornery horse.
I shall link mine with it and we become one.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, nice using your psychotic powers.
You
How many of
have
us are there? 5,
successfully
4?
collected 4 horses, with your
1,
other
2,
horse still
3,
pulling the cart.
4.
Yeah, and then there's the horse in the barn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's our horse. Yeah.
That's your horse right there.
Your dreams of giant pony crew are coming true.
Oh my god! I can start a harem.
Oh my!
I did not see that coming. I've got to hand it to you. That one was out of left field.
My dream of a world run by horses is nearly complete. Get your stinking hooves off me!
You fair
Damn
trade.
filthy ape.
You animals! Yeah, I guess they are.
Just like aminals.
Come on, they say we're just animals, so let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Oh,
You can
that's
dance
all
if you want to. All right. Well,
Pascalos,
for one-
there's still some arrows on these guys. The one that Alara's standing next to has 14 arrows.
Oh, we
You
actually put
don't-
the arrows
you don't
on
need
them?
any?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
put the arrows on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does Ilara not need any?
I've got like 45.
Okay, that's kind of where I'm sitting on too. All right.
Oh.
We might as well just bury some in the cart. So can we put them in the party stash?
100%.
Sure, drag them over, drop them in.
I don't remember how to do that.
I got it. I can take care of it. I think.
Yeah, I'm sitting on.
Carson, cleaning my blade, I wipe it off. I put the sheathe the blade, and as they finish with the looting the bodies, I begin to, and we take everything else off, short of the leather armor, which I'm sure is probably soiled and trashed at this point.
Yeah.
I'll start dragging the bodies out of the encampment.
Okay, so you got them, Calypso. Okay, cool.
Yeah. There's
All right,
14
I was
elms.
just getting ready to do that, but since you already got it, I'll let you take the glory.
Thanks. So nice.
So,
Anybody have a
body.
vampire that needs healing?
We're all healed up. The whack from my fishing pole on top of the healing that the psychic gave me is got me up to full.
All right.
I did
Well-
lose the clumsy condition, right?
Yes.
All right.
If the party is ready to continue, I'm ready to wake this guy up.
Yep.
I say we put him on his back, and can I treat his wounds? I'd like to treat his wounds, and then as he's sort of like coming to, I just want to put one of my front hooves on his chest and like keep him on the ground.
Are there any citrus fruits anywhere?
I'm
Keep it
curious to see
simple,
where this
guys.
goes.
Keep it simple.
No.
No. Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure the climate of this area. But all right. I'd say we smear them with honey and stake them to the ground.
No.
We want to talk to him, right?
Yeah. He'll be more encouraged to talk.
I think he'll already be motivated to talk. We just killed his buddies.
And knocked him out pretty cleanly.
Yeah.
Whenever we're ready, you let
I
me
have
know.
I have something here. I just why does it? Do I get a circumstance bonus if I use nature instead of medicine to treat wounds?
We're in the wild, so I believe you do.
There's something.
You have
It's
the
+2 if you're outside of a established community.
Oh, is this?
I don't think this would be considered a community. This is 2 people.
GM?
I'm down with that.
Okay, cool.
What's that
Let
from?
me- it's from my herbalist background, I think,
It's the feat, the natural medicine feat.
which I got from the background.
Yeah. But click on the feat and the feats text box, the text bubble when you hover over it, and it'll pop into text chat.
Where do I
It's
find
under
that?
skill feats. Yep, there you are.
Maybe if you target him to click the trait wounds, it'll automatically apply it. Just out of curiosity, if it works that way or not. If you do it from the feed.
It does not,
Okay.
because it would be, I guess it would be a +9 instead of a +7.
Go ahead and roll it, and worst comes to worst, we'll just manually add the HP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, nature treat wounds. Oh, here it is. It's a little toggle that I can switch on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would definitely heal him up.
That's a critical
God damn.
success.
I don't like him that
Guys
much.
are hot tonight.
Jeez, how come we do better against the bad guys than the good guys?
Yeah, for real. All right. Well, like I said, once he starts kind of coming to, I want to just take one of my front hooves and put it on his chest and keep him on the ground.
I'm gonna bring you back to life, and then I'm gonna crush your chest.
I'm
Very nice.
going to stand over him and say, I'm sorry about that. Your face hit my fist, but I think my fist will be okay.
Real funny. New friends. I'm glad you saw reason.
Well, that still hasn't been determined.
We haven't seen reason. We saw opportunity.
And if you don't want to see the light at the end of the tunnel, tell me what you know about this amulet.
Oh, well, don't know much about it. It's just kind of the symbol of our I say clan, our little group. We all follow
Why does
the Stag Lord.
why does it bear an ominous resemblance to Aristil?
I don't even know who Aristil is. I'm not religious.
I apply a little bit of
It
pressure to his chest.
I'm telling you the truth. It's just the symbol of our leader, the Stag Lord.
And who is this Stag Lord?
He's a monster of a man. He calls himself the Stag Lord. He's a deadeye with the bow, and I once saw him crush a prisoner's hand to mush in one fist. Come to think of it, I've never seen him without that creepy stag helmet on. Some say he ain't even got no face underneath it. I think it's just a creepy helm, though.
I find
Where
the
is
lack
your
of face disturbing.
Where is your settlement?
It's to the south.
How far?
Couple days travel.
Are there any traps or any traps or safety measures around the perimeter?
There's a wall. And of course, we have lookouts.
Um, can I cast a message?
Oh, and there's of course, there's a password to get in. I almost forgot. How could I?
Oh, yes. And I kind of apply a little more pressure. How convenient.
Hey, at least I remembered, right?
Agreed.
Unless it's been changed recently, the current phrase is by the bloody load. Oh, sorry, by the bloody bones of Saint Gilmorg. Who wants to know? And no, I have no idea who Saint Gilmorg is.
That was my next question. So, uh, can I cast a message? How many people can I target with a message? Is it just one?
One at a time, but you can like use it. It's one action each time, so you can use it on 3 people in a round.
Okay.
I look down at them and I say, and how many of them are you beside the Stag Lord?
Yeah. In fact, I'll even do a course check on intimidation. I'm just gonna glare at him. So I'll do
Ooh,
this.
give him that smoldering glare.
It's ugly.
Like the Rock, do you cock an eyebrow at him too?
Kinda do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Can you smell what Zephyros is cooking?
yeah.
Can you smell what the Zephyros is cooking?
What is that targeting?
That targets.
Will? Okay.
Yeah, will DC.
Okay. Keep your fancy fingers to yourself. We're all friends here. Am I right?
No.
That all depends on you.
Look,
I cast a message to I don't know, I guess Ilara, uh uh Zephyros and Kaching first. And I ask, do we feel more comfortable leaving him here and forcing him to work with Olag and Svetlana, or do we want to force him to lead us to the encampment?
I'm going to reply with, I think we've got him intimidated enough and friendly enough to us that he's not going to be too much more help with us. I think Olag would be more beneficial.
So Kaching
Oh,
We do
Vidor,
have a
you asked a
good
question
fight.
before, right? No, there was the how many more bandits are with the boss? Is that what you asked?
Yes.
It's hard to keep track of who's working for the boss, so we use a master phrase as a sort of password. And therefore, that's generally the only way we know who's who around here.
No,
But if
it
we were to
was
walk, into his encampment, the Stag Lord's domicile, there would be him and 5 guys, 10 guys, 20 guys.
It changes per the day. But usually there's 3 generals and the boys with the generals. And some creep down in the basement. What? We don't go down there. He's something else.
he's weird.
Okay. Well, I think here's what's going to happen next. See, we are going to go have a word with this boss of yours, while you have a lot of making up to do. And I kind of press a little harder. And I tell him, you basically belong to Oleg and Svetlana now until they feel like your debt has been repaid. Do we understand each other?
Crystal clear, crystal clear. And might I say, your hooves are nice and shiny. Well kept.
Flattery will get you everywhere, friend. And I kind of release the pressure.
Butter under my breath. He can't even touch them. God.
Anybody else have any questions for our friend here?
What do we
That was
call
the-
you?
I believe he said his name was Hops.
Oh, I didn't hear
It's-
that. I'm sorry.
Haps.
I was taking Botters away when you guys were talking to him.
Haps Bidan.
You've been given a second chance, Haps. Don't squander it.
Oh, I would not think about I would not dream of it.
Good. Because our other friend here, and I kind of nod towards oh my god. Savannah? No. Savannah?
Zavala?
Oh,
Saval.
The cat?
Yeah, I sort of nod towards Savala and I go, our other friend here hasn't had a real meal in quite a few days.
Yeah, she kind of hisses and growls and snarls at him as he's getting up.
And we've told her many times not to play with her food, but she still insists on doing that.
All right. Well, I think everybody has an understanding here.
Yes.
Crystal,
And,
crystal.
Yep. Lord, Stag Lord.
All right.
and
Oleg,
my
you-
friend may make a Ching bless you with all that you go through in this attempt to redeem yourself. I do hope that you can reach a better understanding of living.
Oleg,
Sir,
if you wouldn't
start
mind
of a new
showing,
leaf for me, sir.
your new compatriot his living quarters.
Whatever you think's best. You can stay in the stables.
As he sort of walks away out of earshot and eye shot, would it be all right if I tried to pet Savannah for a second?
Yeah, she's fine. She likes her
Zavala?
friends.
Yeah, I just want to lean down and be like, good girl. And just kind of like scratch under her chin.
She
takes-
purrs.
He takes a finger.
Oh, she
I
purrs.
got 9 more.
That's a perfect thing to do.
She decides she likes brownies.
She likes brownies.
Yeah. Men
Bronies.
that like bronies, men that like My Little Ponies. It's a whole thing.
Oh, bronies. I think you said
Brownies.
brownies.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like, where did
I
that come
heard
from?
brownies as well.
Bronies.
That's dope, dude.
Here for brony.
See, I'm
I
waiting
think
for
her
I'm waiting for
accent
the
was
day.
on the wrong syllable.
I'm waiting for the day where we have like an epic fight, and I end up riding into battle with her like on my back.
You can make it happen.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're probably going to need one of those mitts like the falconers use so she doesn't gore you to pieces while she's riding on you.
Nah, I'll get special barding just for her.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. We'll have
With
to
me, we have a hole to fill. We have a ditch to fill.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. I
It would
mean,
be a waste of perfectly good oil, though.
well, we could.
make
Did we
caps.
ever fill it with oil?
We did.
Yes.
I thought we just like dug the ditch and like ready to fill it with
No.
oil, but
No, we refilled it because it was ready to go.
Yeah.
is there anything salvageable?
Oil soaked hay?
I mean, that makes good kindling.
Can I just?
That's a good time for
I-
Duscalose.
Can I stuff all that into one of my empty kegs?
We still
Yeah, if you want.
It could go wrong.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean, they did mention that there was a wall, and if that wall has a gate, this might be our ticket.
Knock knock.
Potentially.
Knock, knock. Ilana gets it.
What are we gonna do? What? Knock on the door and say "Cursed Earth Pizza"?
Pretty much.
we're on the Brute Squad. You are the Brute Squad.
Yeah.
have fun storming the castle.
So great care in reviving his friend.
He's only mostly dead. He's only
Have fun storming the castle.
Marriage.
Marriage.
That blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream.
Abbott,
Uh,
Abbott. Hey, Abbott!
Fun
I
fact:
hate that
I've
guy.
never seen that movie.
Get out of here.
Yep, I know.
I actually found him on TikTok the other day, and I follow him now. Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah,
Nice.
He's great.
I gotta say, I like his response as to what his favorite line from the movie is.
What did he say?
As he said, his favorite line in the movie is not "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya" and everything. It's there's not a lot of profit in the revenge business nowadays.
Yeah. I like that too.
So use the shovel.
How do I
shovel
add stuff to the party stash?
so same way you added the arrows to yourself. So you click on the you click on the party stash. So, and then you just drag it from your character sheet and
It
drop it
doesn't-
in there.
What if it doesn't exist yet? I'm trying to add a keg full of explosive material.
You'd create the item in your inventory first.
And
It's
then
not
transfer
in
it
his
over.
inventory.
You have to
Then he
create
has
it.
to create it.
But I can build it in my inventory and then transfer it over.
Okay, yeah.
So you would click on keg. You would click on sorry, my bad. You would click on containers. Click the magnifying glass. Find barrel, keg, whatever the case might be.
Honestly, just rename it too. Just when you do find the barrel or keg or whatever, just rename it barrel or keg with oil-soaked hay.
I'm scooping that out and dumping that into that fork.
Let me see here.
Take a moment to offer a prayer to the god of war or the gods of war. over the 3 bodies that lay out there.
And I'm going to pray to Kaching as well.
And then I get to work digging 3 shallow graves.
Right.
We
It's
could
gonna
probably
be-
just do one mass grave.
Does it save automatically? It does. Okay.
And I'd like to turn them upside down and pee on them before we put the dirt on
You can.
them.
You
No,
don't
I'm
have to
kidding.
tell me. You do what
You're
you
gonna
want to
make
do.
a roll for that, or
Yeah. Does he get on his boot or?
I don't know if it'd really be explosive, but it would be pyrokinetic.
your pee?
I was talking about the
Well, the amount of
explosive
alcohol in
kick.
my blood might be my.
Oh, that, that was.
That's
no,
also
I-
going to peel paint off of a battleship too. Jesus.
Yeah. No, it's not.
I don't know. Depending on how well this does, we may be able to start selling these items. We've got 2 charismatic characters in the party. We could definitely start up a shop.
Kaching, when you were talking to Hap before I showed up or walked back over, did you ask him, or did anyone ask him how far away the Stag Lord's encampment is?
I asked him. I don't know if he ever answered.
Yeah, he
I
said
did.
it
I
was
did hear it
2
was
days.
asked, and he
I
said
asked him
it
where and how
was
far.
south, but he didn't say a distance.
I thought he said about 2 days. So
2 days, but not an actual like physical distance.
Oh my God! What just happened?
Testing to see if it'd give me a prompt to do the trip.
Oh.
oh,
How that work? It did
Oh.
not.
Yeah, I was frightened there. I thought I saw my life flash before my eyes. My own character popped up.
You were just imagining what would happen if you didn't try to do it non-lethal.
Ah, okay.
All right, yeah. The graves are dug. The bodies are buried.
Well, you know what happens next. Everyone has to name their horse now.
The hole is filled.
name mine Wilbur.
Wilbur.
Wilbur. I want to be
Cat's
offended, but I'm
Horse
also
is
just
freaking out, but the cat's standing right
honestly
next to it.
impressed.
I'm going to name mine Frau Brucha.
Frau Brucker?
yeah, Frau
Brucha.
Brucha.
Frau Brucker. Glue factory in German.
Yep.
Huh.
I think it's Madam Glue Factory.
Rude.
Frau means like ma'am or Mrs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Madam Glue Factory.
Frau Brucker.
Wilbur.
Wilbur. All right, friends, friendettes. What do we do? You got horses. You got a generalized heading.
Yeah, let's go have a chat with this guy.
It's time
Yeah.
to go introduce ourselves and let them know the new power.
That we're the new power in town.
There's a new sheriff in these parts. And
This
he
is
carries
long,
his own
party
horse.
man.
Yeah,
He's got his own horse.
Yeah, his horns have been trimmed.
Lake horse.
That's
Okay.
actually probably a really.
They were
that's a-
manicured so far. They're going to get trimmed here pretty shortly.
I might look into that as my next character. That's imagine like a sheriff centaur. Like
Yeah. Good luck trying to outrun that.
hi ho me.
So you ride yourself hard and put yourself away wet?
Mm-hmm.
Hope so.
So he did kind of gesture the map and pointed you right here to this
Okay.
river.
All right.
So this is
Where-
where we
Oh, I can
thing
zoom
you had
in.
mentioned about exploring the territory. This is where if we're traveling and we're taking our time, like again, I don't think there's any rush to get there. So if we take our time, we can explore the land as we're heading in that general direction.
Oh,
So I call
cool.
I do remember a lot of talk about hexploration as a large part of this adventure.
yes.
I have no idea what that means, but I'm all
Hex
for
exploration.
exploring. I love exploring, dude.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
So right now, once we leave here, now we're in the sandbox. So
I'm the kind of dude that never leaves like a stone unturned in a video game. Like
Completionist.
I'll go out of my way to figure out what direction they're trying to like railroad me in, so I can go the opposite way and see what I can find.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
this going through the woods and stuff would definitely slow you down if you're going by horse or whatever. Unless there's some skill that someone has that speeds them up, so it would be double travel time.
Yeah, Alara doesn't have anything like that yet. She will
I
at
don't know
higher
if this,
levels.
if
I don't
Pathfinder
think
did
I'll
or
ever
not.
get anything like that unless it's a spell.
Yeah, I for the most of us, I don't think we'll get anything beneficial in that regard.
Is
As
there
far
a
as
way to
crossing
mark?
rivers as well, to cross a river, you'd have to use either a bridge or, if you're lucky, find a shallow crossing. Otherwise, it'd be impossible.
well, that's the question I have
pass.
for. Do we need to take the horses with us? I mean,
Well, I'd say we take them and then we leave
Yeah.
them by the
I mean,
side of the.
horses are pretty good swimmers.
Yeah, they also probably know where home is, so I think we could use that to our advantage.
True.
I didn't even think about that.
think about that either.
Is there any way that we can mark this particular hex?
If you on the left-hand side go to the token controls and go down towards toggle hex controls.
Yes.
Make sure that's the right one. No, never mind. It's the blood
Yeah.
drop showed colored hexes. I am marking the ones that you've explored. So green is you've explored and you know what's there.
Okay,
There's
cool.
there's no way to like put a little flag or something here.
You can probably do the toggle hex controls, maybe.
The toggle hex controls tells you what the hex is.
Yeah, and
Well,
Hit
what
a
the
land.
hex is that?
But what I'm saying
and the
is,
showed colored hexes shows that you've been there, which is the blood drop underneath it.
but there's no way to put a little pin or something here so that we know that this particular hex is the trading post.
Yeah, there's a trading post here.
If you
I don't see
actually if you hover over it, it'll actually say landmark.
Yeah, if you select the toggle hex controls and hover over it.
I don't think I'm.
It'll say RL1 OLED's trading post.
I see that now. Interesting.
So we just have to remember that it's like at the top ish of the map.
Yeah,
At the
right
bend
by
in
the
the road.
road.
Right after the bend in the road.
Okay.
Yeah, or this little windmill granary looking building, whatever that is. That's a.
You guys see Bill? I don't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I just see topography.
Yeah, I don't see a building.
I see it. I'm all zoomed in. Stream.
It's not in the center. It's like on the map. It's a map feature. Okay.
I don't see it.
Really? That's weird. Let me look at the stream.
Oh, I thought it was this little abstract thing. Yeah, there's nothing else.
Oh no, there is. Okay, no, I see a lot more than you.
That's where I'm lost. Like, I'm not great with maps, but there's nothing on this map.
I don't see anything.
It's clearly right there on the map.
It's right there. I see it.
That's where the confusion is.
Okay. Is there a way I can show that for you? Let's do map. Does that change it at all?
Change the
My character's great at keeping direction, but I am not.
Okay. I'll leave it blue. That's what's map. Does that help?
I mean, either way, we can. If someone forgets, we can just remind them.
That works.
Interesting.
As long as one of us is confident that we can re-find it.
Well, we're using this as a test.
Find what?
The options on here.
I am not. I'm saying as long as one of us is confident that we can find the
that was the joke. Find what?
So, are we going? And now it's red. It keeps changing colors.
I'm just
This is
trying
a disco hex.
I
to
don't
see if
even
it
see different
shows
colors,
you
dude. It's still orange
the
for me.
actual map thing. You might F5 then.
I did see the pop up about the traps.
I'm just gonna leave it. We'll leave this matte because this is no legs thing, so I'll leave it blue there.
Oh,
Yeah. If
Rostov and Akata.
yeah, that's the rest of us the manor or the kind of keep that you started out in. This is a little town you pass through.
So, are we exploring this hex, or have we
You've
quote unquote explored it?
This is the trading post. You've explored
Yeah.
this.
So, are we going west or southwest?
I'd say we go southeast and round the forest
Agreed.
because we can make much better time on horseback.
Let's go north.
That leaves the stolen lands.
Let's go south by south.
South by south. Okay.
Oh, you all want to go west?
Well, hey, that's where my cooking comes in handy. I can make bread, which rises in the east and sets in the west.
Mm-hmm.
So we go south, or
Well, I guess we're going south.
South by
we're gonna go
southeast.
We're going to
Go
hex 2.220. Rossland's hinterlands, plains, open terrain. There you go.
Yeah. Then we're going down.
The tint of the map keeps changing.
Yes. So I
it's
have it
getting
set
darker.
to where the travel or the time updates for hex travel.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, it is 10 p.m. Do we continue?
Oh, wow.
I guess we better set camp.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Can we camp in the wagon? Like, I don't know if you guys have seen it. Spice and Wolf.
The wagon's only 10 foot long by 5 foot wide. You
Okay.
could camp in the wagon.
Yeah.
I didn't. I brought the horses. I didn't bring the wagon.
Ooh, wagon back at the trading post.
Yeah, I'd say we keep the wagon with us. Just keep it behind with the horses. Don't bring it with us into the actual encounters.
Okay.
Well, we can do it. I mean, we can do it like pioneer style, where we set up camp around the wagon,
Yeah.
like
what I
with the
was
wagon
thinking.
at the center of the camp.
Yeah, like Oregon Trail. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, no. If it was Oregon Trail, we'd be dead by dysentery by now.
Exactly.
They wouldn't let us travel with their caravan, so we made one of our own.
Okay, there. I do have a question, and we kind of all glossed over this. What was Lindsay doing during all this happening?
Oh my God.
Probably spectating.
She's still with us. Hopefully.
Maybe grabbing popcorn.
She is watching unless otherwise instructed.
Okay.
Yeah, she's probably in the house with.
She has her big old book. She's just writing the tale of the story and the start of the adventure. Heroes saving Oleg's trading post, and doing many revisions, trying to get it to sound more flaunty,
Heroic.
fanciful. Definitely heroic.
Well, that's fun. That's perfectly okay. That was just my, it's like, did we leave her? Is she like locked in the outhouse? Did we there?
She's locked in the basement or in the
Again.
Okay.
again.
Okay.
All right, so it's at this time you're in the no man's land. There are no guards.
Yep.
And we will need watch and we will need perception checks from those watching.
Since I have the dark vision, I'll go ahead and I can take whatever watch you need because I don't need to memorize spells.
Well, we'll still keep the same watch unless there's a reason to change it.
Okay, that works.
Since there's no activity called exploration, how do we explore the land around us? range out, range back type of deal as we're.
You tell me, and then we'll do a little
Oh,
thing.
scout. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you go.
there is the exploration tab under actions.
Yeah, it was scout.
Scout.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So you want to be scouting for this night, or do you want to spend the day scouting?
The day scouting as we were traveling.
Okay.
Learning the since as Oleg had said to Zephyros, there are no maps. There's nothing out there other than the few trappers and the hermits that live in the area or live out.
Sorry, something else I forgot to mention that every time we rest, next to it there's a little teacup. It's dailies on your character sheet. If you hit your daily preparations, and make sure you're consuming rations unless someone's hunting and successfully gathering food to cover for everything.
Well, I'm cooking, so I don't know if that'll extend our rations.
It just gives us a hot meal as compared to, eating, like jerky and hardtack.
Hardtack.
Yeah. That's right. I didn't read over the book for actual cooked meals and benefits from that. I will be prepared with that next session. But yeah, so if you're scouting, I need you let's clear this out. Do you have any, right? Because this is kind of a hilly terrain. Do you have any kind of
Just realized I was on mute the whole time.
How dare you?
Yeah, unless there's something that's physically stopping me, I would be hunting and gathering every day for supplies, just kind of thanking Aristil for the bounties of the wild.
And I would be cooking what was found.
Okay. So as you're checking out this rocky crag that juts out from the hills here, I need you to roll one of these.
All of us, or just
no, just the scout.
Can we all scout?
Not if you're gathering materials.
Yeah, you got to choose one action or another. You can't be doing everything.
Oh, you're scouting while we're making camp.
Hmm?
I thought we were scouting during the day as we were traveling.
If that's the party wants to do it, we'll slow the movement down.
I think we're allowed one exploration activity per day.
I'll double check that because that's something I am not sure of.
Anything beyond that would slow us down. If we do like two, it'd take twice as long to do two.
As you're going out to subsist and gather supplies, that's 8 hours. That's 8 hours of foraging. Because I read that as I was reading through about how the subsist worked. So
Okay, then I can do that during the day.
That's the reason that you would go to your rations that you're carrying, even if Kaching is heating up the hardtack, it's that's the trade off of not having to go out to spend the 8 hours of finding every nut and berry, hunt the squirrel, hunt the other squirrel, hunt the fourth squirrel. The third one got away.
Well, I did not know about that, so I did not purchase rations.
Yeah, for exploration, you pretty much need rations, but he had some back at the camp. Maybe if we can retcon it.
I was under the impression that I could just subsist every day.
You can 8 hours.
By doing that as your activity that day.
Yeah, that's your activity. Your activity.
That wouldn't slow down.
No, if you're just doing one, I would. Yeah.
Does it slow down the party?
If you do more than that, yes. But if you're just doing that, no.
Okay.
And doesn't he get more than just himself for food?
That's the whole. It's. I help the whole party subsist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Alara has a piece of equipment that helps.
Yeah, the goggles.
The coyote cloak.
Oh, the cloak.
If you critically succeed a It's your survival check to subsist. You can feed twice as many additional creatures.
I don't think I can wear that.
Yeah, Alara's wearing it.
He's wearing it.
So if we're
Of
both,
everyone who can do this, I think Alara would be the best at it.
yeah, if we both,
Well, what I got a +7 or a +8.
just this is a survival.
Yeah,
It's 5,
yeah, I've got a +7.
6. Yeah, I've got a +6.
So
Yeah, roll for it.
Okay.
wow. So you only get 2 people without the cloak with this activity on a
What?
critical success.
Yeah, there's feats and such that boost it above and beyond that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that it's pretty limited for the basic ability.
Not really. It's not like you're going to a grocery store and buying, a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk, stick of butter, and a dozen eggs.
Yeah.
You're trying to gather, as I described, you're trying to gather, as many berries as you can off of that one, as many
Yeah.
apples as you possibly can. How many squirrels can you, drop? You're only going to get maybe one doe or one buck if you're lucky.
See,
So
I completely misunderstood how this works.
All good. If you want, we can definitely say you bought some at the trading post.
I would very much like to do that, please.
I got you. I got you.
Thank you. Yeah, I only like I was under the impression that I would be constantly keeping everyone else like fed
Generally, it's advisable to take the adventurer's kit when you build your character. That has all the basics.
Well, the idea is as a
Yeah.
as a priest of Aristil, and I'm trying to help my community. I
Gotcha.
would be working to keep you guys healthy and fed.
Yeah.
that would be more through spells. Because aren't there spells that the equivalent of air quote create food and water?
Yeah, and it'd also be RP.
There's a spell. There's a first level spell for create water, but the only thing for like food is purifying food.
Okay.
Which is still handy, but yeah, I gotcha.
So
yeah, we'll just retcon back to the post.
Yep, if you just want to buy from that.
Yes,
For your
please.
rations.
How much do rations?
And note that in Pathfinder, rations last a week, not a day.
So you're
You
buying
just drag it to your inventory or your character sheet from its character sheet, and it'll ask you how many you want to buy and charge you there. It's
Oh, I
4
have
silver pieces
7. I did buy. I think I did buy an adventuring pack because I have a bedroll, chalk, flint and steel, rope, rations.
Yep, it's
You're
pretty
good to go.
typical.
I have 7 rations. So is that's 7? You're saying that's 7 weeks worth of food?
So it's 7 days.
Doesn't expire for a week.
Yeah, you got 1
I
week's worth
would have
of
definitely
rations.
bought more.
Well, we can restock as we go along. We
100%.
don't need like a whole cart full of rations.
We're only supposed to be gone what, like 4 days?
Well,
Yeah.
we have a central location we can go back to. We have a command post, if you will.
All right.
All right. So we have subsist 19. What is the?
I think the DC should be 15 in the remaster. If I'm not mistaken, it was 20 beforehand.
Doesn't say in the
GM determines the DC. Since you're on the plains near a forest, I'll say it's 15 sounds good to me. So that is a success.
Cool.
From the elements to provide you a substance. Okay, so you don't actually have to use rations for today.
But again, that would be all that you'd be doing. You wouldn't be able to help us explore the hex or anything.
Yeah, then I would not. I wouldn't be doing that.
Okay. So let me look at the party thing again, and if everybody wouldn't mind setting what they're going to do in the exploration tab.
There's a lot of options that are not selected. For instance, I would like to map the hex.
Okay. Then grab that one.
Is optional. Good.
That's not an option.
It's not what we can. Let's see.
Can't
Find
find
one
that
for
tab
you.
part.
I've got a few in my tab if you want to just rename those or whatever. I could rename those.
Is there a survey, maybe? We are learning.
All right, there we are.
Perfect. Perfection. I'd also accept Scout too, as exploring the hex, just for simplicity's sake.
I mean, that makes sense.
I don't even know what my options are, so I guess I'll start with scouting for now. I don't know.
That works.
I've never
You know
done
how-
anything. This is all
Yeah.
brand new.
So
Gotcha.
just so
Is
we're
Is there
clear,
a list I can look at?
Yes.
Scout is looking. Scout is looking ahead for danger. Yeah, I'm looking to see if I'm trying to make sure nothing leaps out, or if it leaps out, it grabs me before it grabs the group. Search, which is what we'd be doing instead. That's where you're trying to seek out, the loose stone that the gold stored under, or the ruins, or the castle that
Or the tracks, yeah.
or the tracks, exactly. So Scout is looking for danger. If I got a better roll, I could have given the group a bonus to their initiative. The search is where you're looking for. You're trying to find the special something hidden out there.
The easiest thing to do would be to go to the actions tab on your character sheet, the second one, then go to exploration, and
Yep.
then under actions, click on browse.
That's what I'm doing right now.
And there's a lot of these. So, plus, these are not all encompassing.
If you're looking for something specific, like just type in the search bar. If you can't find it, just create an action, and I'll create a roll for whatever it is.
And there's a separate one for tracks. So if you're looking for tracks of a creature, there's actually a track exploration action. I'm just reading them off online.
Same. I'm taking the ones that I think would most apply to me and just dragging them over to my sheet.
That works.
Yeah, that works.
That's what I did.
Yep.
One of the only downsides about building your character on Path Builder is I can't wait for the higher levels so I can try some of this stuff.
Yeah. It's fun
And yes,
to like dream.
yeah, oh yeah, very much so. And yes, there is a exploration action called on Mountain. So
What's it called?
travel
Travel on Mount.
Travel on Yes.
Okay.
All right. What's the difference between search and investigate?
So
Search is looking.
investigate.
It's like a wider playing. Investigating is really honing in on one thing.
You can click on the activity and it'll pop up a small text box.
Investigate is you recall knowledge of your surroundings. So it's a
Got it.
recall knowledge roll.
Also
But yes, what?
I'm also putting
I
it up
could be
in the
doing-
chat for the stream.
Okay.
I could be doing that with like knowledge nature.
Yeah, it just depends on the thing. If it's a nature-based roll, then yeah, I'd have you roll nature.
But that's more like I'm investigating these plants to see if there's, something else here, the type of deal.
Got it. All right, then I guess I would spend the time searching. Just literally trying to see if there's anything of note or importance as we explore.
Good. If I could get. So I need. What's your name? Daskalos and Kaching to click that roll for me in chat. The perception roll.
I did. I can't click it, but I can roll
That's fine.
private.
Either way. Okay. Ching, you are having issues navigating the hilly mountainside for one reason or another, and are
I'm
unable
so
to
lost.
complete.
I can't find the forest due to the trees. I'm too
So-
focused
so-
on the map.
So true, so true. But Daskalos,
Side.
while you're kind of searching this this hilly, grassy, plainy area, you do come across the rocky crag that juts from the hills here, and you see that there's a crack that opens up about 20 feet deep in the crevasse into about a 30-foot diameter cave. And across, or on the opposite of the entrance, you see something that sparkles slightly.
I would like to call out to the rest of the party and have them gather on my location, or request that they.
So they are all out doing their own thing right now.
Oh, so
Unless you
this
wanna-
isn't
unless-
like.
un- yeah, this
Oh
is
yeah,
the.
it's every man for himself right now.
I
Okay,
guess I
okay,
would
I just
probably
didn't
be close
understand.
enough
Okay,
since I
fair
rolled
enough.
as well.
It's true.
You're men.
It's
You're
totally
mad.
fine. I just don't know. I didn't know if this was like we're all together and doing this, or okay. So then I would like to investigate.
Yeah, it looks like we're in Scouts Honor mode right now.
Scouts honor. Scouts honor. So do you have any kind of, because as you get closer and look at it, it's in the wall. Something in this wall is shining. Do you
I
have any kind
have-
of floor at all towards rocks or something of that nature?
I have nature.
Nature works.
Okay. So recall knowledge for nature.
Yeah, on the chat there, I did post something for you.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me see. Oh, I don't have a token to select. It says select at least one token.
Gotcha. Just do it from your character sheet then. It's just nature. It's fine.
You want it private?
Yeah, you can roll it not private. That's fine.
Okay. Oh, I think that was the setting, the default setting.
That is a default setting. Good. Unfortunately, you cannot identify what this shiny stuff in the wall is.
Hmm.
And
Can
I will
I-
need a. Oh, sorry. What do you want?
Go ahead, because
I was going to
would
move
you?
on because
Oh,
this would be
can I
like your
try to
target.
pry it out of the wall with my dagger and bring it back to somebody else in the party who can probably figure out what it is?
I'd say you'd be able to get a small piece to bring
Okay.
back to camp. And for the last but not least, well, I guess I'll detect magic. There's nothing magical that you can detect along your travels.
Cool.
And the hunt animals, you mind rolling that for me?
Yeah. How do I roll it? So I've got it in
I
the
think-
party exploration.
I think that part of exploration is more to like for me to know.
Okay.
So if you just want to open it up and do one of those rolls inside there.
Yeah, I have it active, but there's not like a dice to roll it.
Let's see.
Unless I'm
find it.
missing
Yeah,
something.
click in the chat.
Yeah, yeah. The DC 25 survival or DC 20 survival.
Oh, that failed.
Oh God. As you're hunting, several of the animals die poorly, and many escape with mortal wounds. Barely
Oh.
enough animals are caught for the feast, but the fact that they
That
died
was-
in pain or
Oh my
escaped with
God.
energies.
Well, I clicked on the DC 25 survival. I don't know that this was against an impressive
Well, no,
find.
it
I
was
think it would have been against
your roll was
standard.
7, so that would have been a critical failure even with a standard
With the
survival.
DC 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, we're about to get
You can
absolutely
hero
wrecked.
point it.
Now you want to hero point it?
Sure.
I think that would actually kill me if I took 2d6 plus 6 damage.
That's a
Yeah.
little bit better, yeah.
There you go. All right. Okay, so
Alara
rewind.
would have
Oh, I forgot I have
Wow.
hero points too.
Oh wait, that was a bad dream you had.
Yeah.
Who's
Alara
was
would
that?
not want
Your
the
petition
animals
to
that
hunt
died.
helps the party take down animals quickly. So since it's just you hunting, we'll say you get enough for 2 rations.
Okay.
Unless there's
Pretty
a
easy.
more hard set rule for that.
Well,
Nope.
could I take the rations and cook them, or well, I
You
guess I'm
can
using mapping to.
Yeah, you can store it and just cook them next time.
Yeah, if that would be okay to like not spend a whole day cooking, but just toward the end of the day prepare the game in a tasty style.
Yeah, I'll have a. 'Cause there's a book out there that handles or gives options and rules for hunting and cooking and stuff.
Yeah,
We'll look
I'm
into it.
sorry. I
That
keep
actually
forgetting.
sounds pretty cool. Probably a third party book.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that hero points exist.
Yeah.
I
Would you
think
want
I
a
have
hero
3
point?
of them. May I use one to reroll that bonus?
100%. By the way, if session did start and if you didn't already have 3, go up to like bump your points up 1.
Hero points?
Yeah. If you have like an extra slot, you haven't used them. Start every session. I try to give a hero point out. I don't always remember.
Well, yeah, but typically if you don't use it by the end of the session, it goes away.
There is a slot for 3, so up to 3 is what I'm allow you to store.
Okay.
How do I spend one?
You on the hero points, you left click.
Or you can right click the roll you want a hero point, and there's an option to re-roll it using a hero
That's
point
so cool. Okay.
in the chat window.
Right click, reroll using a hero point. That's awesome. Hopefully that did better.
That is
Did worse?
better,
Oh, okay.
but not good enough,
Sad
unfortunately.
face. Okay.
No, still, it was might as well.
do.
We're probably approaching the end of the session anyway.
That we
so.
are, because it is that time. I will say that you know something's here. If
I
anybody
just
else
don't know
wants to
what it
make
is, but I have a piece
this,
to show somebody.
yeah, so you bring it back to camp. Everybody has to eat 1 ration. And
One ration.
Since you found it, if the other party members, not Daskalos, wants to take a look at this rock before they go to bed to see if they know anything about it,
Yeah, I take it out and I kind of put it on a little stump near.
let's roll a
in the
nature
camp.
check for me.
It's
Just a flat nature is fine. Or recall knowledge. They both all work the same.
It's still a nature check, but it's a recall knowledge type nature check.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even going to bother with it. My mind's too wrapped up in the maps.
Gotcha. Zephyros, with your profound, abundant knowledge, you know that this piece of shiny rock is gold.
Duskalos, are you just stupid? This is gold. Like, everybody knows what gold is. Like, where'd you find it?
What do you mean? No, this is pyrite.
It didn't have anybody's like face stamped onto it, and I'm not currently handing it to a bartender for beer. So,
Will you show? Will you show me where you found it?
absolutely. You want to hop my back, and I'll take us right there.
I don't think I'm ready for that step in our relationship. I'll follow you though.
Okay, try to keep up.
Okay.
I take off.
I follow, but I take my time. And when I get there, I will see this vein of gold and take as much as I can.
That will take a lot of time and a pickaxe. Do you have both?
Well, I have plenty of time. In terms of
So no sleep.
Actually, if you need, I can probably help out with that. While I'm cooking dinner, I've got plenty of time.
Or in the future, when you have a settlement, you can simply establish a mine and have people mine it for you.
Yeah. Can we just let's mark this location?
that's a good idea. It looks like it's already marked.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I can't.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we are, dude.
Oh,
I can't. I still don't see.
I see. It looks like a cave mouth.
I don't see any of that.
I thought we were one square up.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, we were there where you just pulsed. Where we just pulsed. That's where we're at.
We're right here.
Nope, above. The blank spot in between the two colors. Yep, right now. Where you just pulse right now. Yep.
That's okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Duskalos couldn't stay in the hex anyway. Probably went out yonder.
Yeah, he can't keep within the lines.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, I just see topography.
That's interesting. I always thought you could see this.
I have no
icon. Yeah, y'all have seen
no icons, no objects.
You can see
I
it
have
on the
nothing.
stream. Got it on.
There's a actual thing I'm keeping track of what a party is. I assumed y'all had access to it, but apparently you do not.
I don't know why I'm the only one that doesn't.
Make sure you have.
They don't see it either. So.
I see it.
You see the flag I have, or you just see the?
I just see the cave mouth.
Yeah, and you click on it, it says gold mine.
I don't see that either.
You need to turn on the toggle hex controls to see the gold mine.
I have it toggled. I just don't.
The one that looks like a hex and a map.
Yep.
Okay, and then you hover over that hex, and it should pop up a window. Should. Can't say definitively.
But if I don't hover over it, it's just blank map.
Well, I mean, I see the cave mouth, but beyond that, yeah, it's you have to hover over it to see what's there.
I don't even know where to hover because I don't have indicators. I see something now. I see a purple flag.
That is.
I see a purple flag.
You see a purple flag?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see it now.
Just hover over it. You should.
Oh my god, that worked.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the gold mine. Okay.
All right. Okay, I had to move the cam back into the party, I think, because he does not see the flag. There we go.
Woo. All right. That worked. Is there supposed to be one for Oleg's trading post too, or no?
Yeah, it's up here, 2 hexes up.
Okay, I only see the
Hover
gold
over
line.
it. I'm about to mess with the thing, so that's supposed to show a little bit more than that. Let's go.
Yeah, I can see a
here.
little bridge now over the river. On
Yeah, I
my-
see that too. But maybe
Oh,
we
see, there you
shouldn't
go.
see that.
No, you definitely should.
Oh, we
That's
should?
how that's
Okay.
yeah, that's how it's supposed to look there.
I
Oh,
can see a
okay.
bridge.
All right. Yeah, it should be the one hex around the party should be able to see it.
Oh, do we rest? Hold
So
on.
if I go, I don't want to move the hours. Yeah, we definitely you would rest it up. We're just gonna skip the watch for the night just because this is where we're gonna have to stop it. I believe it is 10. Our destination is here. Or we can arrive at the destination actually.
All right. We'll just leave it on a cliffhanger.
We'll leave it on a
Nice.
cliffhanger. Let's do that. That did not take that long. That was 2 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will boop, boopity. So we arrive.
Lord, Stag Lord.
Lord,
Phoenix?
Stag Lord.
Yep.
Well, time to make our presence known next time.
Next time.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
All right, it's kind of a slower episode. Definitely learning all the fun bits and doodads.
Honestly, it
I don't
was
know.
a lot
I
of
loved it.
like now that we know how the bells and whistles work, it'll be easier for next session.
Yeah. Plus, this was just great. I like the encounter. I like the exploration.
I
It's
love the
getting
exploration
used.
mechanics.
Yeah,
the fact
See
that
that's
there's
about
so much
looking into that
mechanics for
book
it is
as
really
well.
cool.
I actually hosted a game of Pathfinder 2e at a convention nearby, and the way I described Pathfinder was imagine 5e if the developers actually put effort into making the game.
Very true. This would be here. All right.
Sounds great. I take it we don't get any experience point for exploration and such.
Not right now. I'll have to look into
Okay.
whether I
unless
like the way it
unless
feels
we
or
like
not.
overcome some sort of obstacle or
Well,
challenge.
you
Yeah,
did find the gold mine, so you should get something. Let's just do 50 X. That's too much. 30 XP for the exploration.
cool.
So 628. I mean, yeah, 30 XP is a drop in the bucket comparatively, but it still gives us something
I'll
for
take it.
doing all that. Yeah.
I'll look
I
into
just
other
need about
models with
1,000 more
XP and
goblins to
stuff.
slaughter now.
I believe there will
Yeah,
be XP.
this is almost World of Warcraft. Let's kill 1,000 mobs in order to level up.
You'll get there one day.
But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. This was a great
Thank
session.
you.
I enjoyed
Thank you to
myself.
everyone. Carson, thank you very much, man.
We should probably close out for the stream.
Oh, that's true. Who wants to sing the national anthem?
Wait, that's the song that starts with "Gentlemen," that ends with "Gentlemen, start your engines," right?
That is correct.
Or "Play ball." It depends.
Sing
Then
it
for everyone.
backwards and sing it in French.
I don't know what an outro would be for this.
You could do like a teaser for what we're the.
Oh, okay.
A little summary of what we did and a teaser for what's to come. Yeah.
The party successfully navigated the bandits at Oleg's trading post, capturing their quote-unquote leader. He gave them some good and totally truthful advice. And the party headed out, navigating the wilds, and stumbling across a very shiny hole in the wall, where I forgot your name. Zephyros
What?
identified the rock.
Heard his real
as a
intro.
gold mine.
That's Lord Zephyros to you.
Wait a second. Shouldn't I be the one to get the gold since I'm the only member of the party that's holy?
No,
Finders
Oh.
keepers, first of all.
you can find it
The
out.
party arrives at what was supposed to be a fort, to find only a small camp still under construction. Was the party double-crossed?
Dun, dun,
Find
dun.
out next time on Let's Go Into the Stolen Lands.
That works.
I love your
Thanks a
narration
lot.
voice, dude.
All right.
Mhm.
I'll the moment and then I'll stop. Thanks everyone.
See you.